for sports. A Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles rained out last night at Fenway Park, keeping the Sox winning streak at 14 games. Last night's contest will be made up this afternoon at 1:35 as the front end of a day-night doubleheader. Lefty Jake Bennett will start Game 1, and then Ranger Suarez is now apparently a possibility to start Game 2. The team had already moved him off of last night's start to give him another day of rest after testing his sore hamstring. Patriots rookies reported to training camp yesterday, as well as starting quarterback Drake May. The rest of the veterans are all due in on Friday. The first practice at camp is set for 10:30 Saturday morning. Also yesterday, the team placed Harold Landry and tight end C.J. Dipre on the PUP list and running back Terrell Jennings on the non-football injury list. All three players can be activated at any time. Miami yesterday signed All-Pro linebacker Jordan Brooks to a 3-year, $51.3 million contract extension. The Miami Heat last night posted a link to a LeBron James introductory press conference for July 27th and then quickly took it down, saying it was a mistake. And the Dallas Stars assigned top winger and restricted free agent Jason Robertson to a 1-year, $12 million contract that makes him an unrestricted free agent a year from now. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Premier Basement Waterproofing. If you're finding water from all the rain or just ready for peace of mind, you know who to call. Our guys at Premier, and you'll never have water again. 844-LIVE-DRY or premierbasement.net. It's game over for water. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 6:30.
Coaching the game,
or it's just that is. I feel so strongly about that. I can't even tell you.
Boston Talk Sports here.
What do we got?
Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Toucher
Yes, I finally shaved my nuts.
and Hardy
Who, me?
Just hanging around.
on 98.5.
Anchorman, heard about you.
Yeah. We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
That's gross.
Not a great cook, but I do cook.
When I asked her about the sides,
Kick them in the balls.
I don't care about it, but it's not good behavior.
Blaze Bailey is omitted.
Toucher and Hardy
we're the best friends that can be, my buddy and me.
on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Bridesmaids ain't got shit on what happened in my
Oh, who cares?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy, Town Fair Tire Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. Big show on the way today, including Mark Daniels and our friend Danny Roach. Big party coming up on Friday. We are 2 days away. People are saying that they got emails, some people, that they got their tickets. You can sign up at 985thesportshub.com/party. But I wouldn't be overly concerned with that. If you come to Memoir at Encore, you got to be 21 or older. That's their rules to get in. And we'll be there for 8 to 10, and then there'll be a DJ after us, and then some big DJ until 2 in the morning. And it's Adolfo. His plane ticket and hotel is now taken care of. So he knows he's flying in tomorrow.
That's right.
He will be here by noon.
That seems early. I mean, I'm glad he's going to be here in plenty of time, but will that create in you a sense of obligation to spend some time with him on Thursday in addition to the party on Friday?
No, because I would imagine he'd come in and do the show on Friday for a little bit.
Okay.
And no, I can't. I mean, so he's first of all flying.
Well, you're picking him up at the airport.
Yes, just like I pick everyone up at the airport. He is, remember, he's in Dallas, which is an hour behind, and he's still getting in at noon. But I guess that means no connections. I guess that means he's on a nonstop.
Oh, a direct flight.
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
that would scream a direct flight to me because it's not a short flight. I mean, it's not a super long flight, but Dallas to Boston has got to be like over 3 hours, right?
Either that or he's on the 5 a.m. through Columbus or something. One or the other.
Well, 5 a.m. is 6. Yeah, I guess you could have a connection and do it. It'd be still a tight window to get in at noon. But no, I feel no obligation to see him on Thursday. He's lived here for a long time. He's got friends besides me. But I believe he would be in for the show on Friday morning. And then, of course, we would spend Friday evening with him. And then he's leaving on Saturday. So he's got all that taken care of.
Okay. He's going to have to get all his socializing and everything quickly.
Right. But his Friday's taken care of. I mean,
right.
Show and then a big party.
Well, he has other friends he needs to see on Thursday night, so that absolves you from any responsibility for entertaining him on Thursday.
Listen, we're throwing a party for him. I don't have to do anything with him ever. He's not. There's a party for him. Thursday is not my responsibility at all. So that will be going on. But Hardy is brought up a thing. Hardy, when was the last time you were at a club? Because Memoir is like a legit club. And Kendra was telling me how much she loves Memoir.
Okay. For something other than like a work-hosted event, like the last time I went into a nightclub just, hey, we're going to this club tonight, it would have been in Las Vegas. It would have been one of the times when I was there with Marcy, and we went this. I think we went out there for our 10-year anniversary, so that would have been 13 years ago. Over 13 years ago, when I went into a nightclub without it being like 6 o'clock in the evening. We're gathering here for, festive, like the station has had a Christmas party at Memoir before, but that doesn't count. That's not going to a club.
No, that doesn't count.
So we went to like that. I don't know if it's nice or like a bumping one anymore at Encore/Win in Las Vegas, but that was like a pretty happening club, and there were I think 6 of us, and one of my buddies was like, come on, we'll go in and get a table, we'll get the bottle service thing, and I went in there and I sat there on the couch and drank soda pop. This is great.
Yeah, and you
and they really want me in here.
Yeah, and you can't even really get laid.
Well, no.
No, you're married. So
of course.
Yeah, so there's nothing for you there.
There's nothing.
Like, yeah, if you can't get laid and you can't get effed up, and even if you can get effed up and can't get laid, I still don't know what really the point is. Like, it just seems like that would be somewhere you would go to try to get laid.
Because I believe you can be like a 40, 50-year-old person in a club if you've got a lot of money and they have something to offer either the establishment or other club goers.
Well, I'd go so far as to say you could thrive in the club environment. I mean,
Sure.
It is set up at a caste system. It's if you're buying tables and you're having big spectacles brought to the table and things like that, I would say that there's fewer places on the planet that you could be more successful as someone 40 in your 50s.
Let me give you a good example. Again, from Vegas days, this is when I was spinning on Friday nights at the House of Blues. They would have a concert on Friday night, and then we would begin our radio station club night there in the main venue at the House of Blues, generally around 11 o'clock or midnight. That's when I would begin my DJ set for the night. Instead of a concert that night, it was a private party for HBO boxing. So Larry Merchant was in there along with Michael Buffer and Don King. And they had a table that was set up on the dance floor for their corporate event. All right. Corporate event is over, 10 o'clock, clear all the tables, 10:30. It's now 11 o'clock. It's time for, Hardy from the DJ from Extreme Radio here in Las Vegas to begin his club night. And Don King said, I ain't leaving. Now, did he want to be there to hear my remixes of Beastie Boys and Prodigy? No. It's just that someone told him he had to leave, and he said, watch this. Watch me not leave. Yeah. I'm Don King. I pistol whipped a man to death and got away with it. So you think I have to leave a nightclub because you told me to? So here's Don King at whatever age he was at the time, in the middle of a dance floor at a table with a tablecloth on it, sitting there with a couple of his friends. And I said, what do I do? And they said, just start playing. I said, okay. Boom, dum, dum, boom, dum, dum. I just start playing the music. He's got a cigar going. He's kind of bumping his cigar up in the air. People are surrounding his table and like dancing with him. He became the attraction. He was the guy. Like way too old, didn't want to be there, didn't have to be there, but he's like, I just turned into the man. And I'm sure was buying drinks for everybody and stayed just long enough to prove that he didn't have to leave. Left when he wanted to, not when they wanted him to. Like, there's an old guy at a club who ran the place that night.
Mm-hmm. No, I would think in that kind of environment, if you have money, that is a pretty big advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to like a normal person club with like a real DJ since I lived in Atlanta. Because I was married when I came here, and there was no reason to go. I went to strip clubs, but I didn't go to these. In Atlanta, I had to. One time, there was this lounge, like a big club though, but they played house music, and the owner of it was like, "Hey," I was next door at an adjoining place, and the guy's like, "Hey, can you DJ?" And I went, "No, I don't know anything about house music." And he goes, "Come here." And he goes, and I go, "Okay."
I'm going to teach you everything you need to know in 8 seconds.
He goes, "You know how to run a mixer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you just move the dial to this right to use the right turntable and left to use the left turntable." These were records. And he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Okay." And he goes, "All right, all these albums sound the same." This is a true thing. He goes, but some of them are a little bit faster than the other ones. So in queue, listen to he goes, "You can play this as long as you want, but then in queue, listen to the next thing." And every 4 out of 5 songs will be appropriate. And they're real long, and he's like, just try to start it relatively close to the beat.
Yeah, like a downbeat of one song as the other one's
and then you can just and I'm like, "Well, do I have to slowly fade?" He goes, "It doesn't matter." He's like, "You can slowly fade it, you can just move it over." And I was all nervous, and I started playing music, and then I realized no one was paying any attention or knew what was going on. And if you had asked any of them, they would have been like, "Yeah, I can't even remember the name of the place. Stephanie would know, but it's like the place is in Midtown." They're like, "Oh, da-da-da-da-da, plays the best house music." And it's just like this Crater Records. It was not even that many, 20 records. And I just
But every song's 14 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's house music, so it's, it's not a lot of variation between them. And was kind of mellow. It was like a subset of house. What's the mellow house?
Trance.
No, trance I think is this was like lounge house or something like that. I don't know, man. But it was a very low pressure atmosphere. And there wasn't a lot of dancing. It wasn't up tempo. Chill house.
Well, there's Chicago house, deep house, tech house, progressive house, electro house, tropical house, future house, acid house.
Where was house music invented, by the way?
Framingham, I think.
Yes.
Framingham, Mass.
A lot of debate if it was Natick or Framingham. Yeah. A lot of,
or is it Tewksbury?
It could be. A lot of debate between those two towns.
I think it's London.
It is Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, come on.
Mm-hmm. That is where house music was invented.
That sounds like something hard to prove.
That is something that is not difficult to prove. You can just write where was house music invented, and that will be what comes up.
House music originated in Chicago in the late 1970s and the 1980s. Pioneered by Black, Latino, and LGBTQ plus DJs. At a club called The Warehouse, 206 South Jefferson Street.
That sounds like Detroit.
Jefferson Ave. They just got the cities wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. House music. Oh, Wikipedia, same thing. Created in Chicago. Any other tidbits you want to share this morning, Freddie? Any other misinformation you want to dispel to the audience? Any other lies you'd like to tell?
No. Oh, no. Techno music was invented in Detroit.
Let's try that one.
My bad.
All right, hold on. Let me just change one word.
Are you double checking him?
Yeah, of course I am.
Boy.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, thank you.
Techno
Sorry, not house.
during the 80s.
Not house. Techno. I apologize.
Well,
there's a big difference.
in your defense, huge difference between the two.
I know, and I tread in those waters quite often, and sorry I came off as such a poser because I'm such a huge fan of both genres. Dan, go ahead.
Hey, I'm 41. And I was talking to wife, and she's like, "This is the perfect excuse to go to a club."
All right, you're breaking up pretty bad. All right, so Dan said that he was talking to his wife or something, and she said this is the perfect excuse to go to a club. Which, yes, I mean, Memoir is a legit club. That is what everyone has been saying. And we will have a wonderful time, and we're going to let them do what they're good at. We're going to let them, do their Memoir thing. We're not going to get in the way.
Oh, yeah.
Hardy and I are not experts in, the 2026 club experience. And so this will be a memoir-led affair. We will have a couple things that we'll be doing for you, but it's going to be, I think a good idea is a good excuse to go to Memoir early, to get there at 8 o'clock. So you could really go to Encore, have dinner, gamble a little bit, then come into Encore at 8 o'clock, and then you could end up being there till midnight or till 2 in the morning, so that you could, if you get there early enough, 5 o'clock, you'd be there from 5 till 2 o'clock in the morning, which is like a day. Then you get yourself a room, and then you got yourself, that's like 4 months worth of entertainment right there. You don't have to do anything ever again, and it's free admission. So, I mean,
it kind of bums me out. I can't stay that night. The rooms at Encore are nicer than the rooms at Encore in Vegas.
Yeah, I've stayed there before.
Huge. We were there when the first day of gambling.
Yeah.
The sports book.
Yeah,
huge rooms we got.
Yeah, they hooked us up. It was quite nice.
I know. Like, is this all for me?
Yeah, seriously, I had the 2-room suite. I'm like,
who
thanks.
else is staying in here?
Thanks a lot.
I could stay the night if Encore's listening. I could absolutely stay the night.
There you go.
I could stay at Encore.
Who's going to take care of the dog?
I already got the dog taken care of. I already got the dog taken care of.
Always
so
thinking.
Does Beaton know he's not going to the birthday party?
Beaton's still trying to spend all that cash that he got for watching the dog. So yes, I can stay. I could stay at the Encore. I don't have my kids this weekend, and the dog. I've already put the dog in the boarding place because I wasn't going to be around. I got a tooth being put in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I got to go to this thing. So the dog would have been in the crate too much. So I have already put the dog in boarding, so I could easily stay there.
You got the implant going in on Friday?
Yeah.
Is it the post is already in?
No, the post is going in.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think this is a very brief procedure, just putting the post in.
I mean, they break them all up into so many different visits that none of them are very long.
Yeah, well, they had to take the tooth out, which they knocked me out for. Then they had to put this fake bone and everything in, which they knocked me out for. Now this, I just think they screw the post into the thing and make sure that everything's okay.
It's not bad.
No, I think that this is like a legit 5-minute visit. I mean, those probably make me get another one of those 360 CAT scans where you can see all the crap in my face.
That'd be cool.
You can
all
see
the screws and plates.
All the screws and plates in my face.
From when Don King pistol whipped you?
Exactly. Oh, I wish it was Don King that pistol whipped me. Then I would have such a good story. We had Don King in studio one time.
I was just going to bring that up. When Don King, I forget what fight he was promoting. He had the flags of both fighters. He was waving around, even though it was an audio medium. He was waving.
How
stuff
was
around.
He was great. He had denim on denim on denim. He was wearing a lot of denim.
Oh.
He had like denim jeans, a denim shirt, and a denim jacket. Because I still have pictures of it. He was really regaled in Juicy's leather, or in denim. And what was I remember him being entertaining.
But not for Don wasn't all there when we had him. He was at the end of his career when we had him. And I remember Don being eccentric, which is what made him entertaining more than him deliberately trying to be entertaining.
Okay. Well, all I know is that the interview seemed to go well, and that's
the interview was fine. It was fine. It was a good, nice segment of radio, but Don was on the back end of the bell curve when we had him in.
All right. Well, I don't remember the negative. It's funny the difference between me and you.
Yeah.
Way
to bring that up right away, John.
I just remember the positives of it. But if you want to, the man's not with us anymore. If that's how you want to do things, then that's the way we'll do things. All right. We'll be back. Get into everything that happened last evening in just a moment. Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. What happened last night's brought to you by Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened. So change your lettuce and change your life with Dr. Matthew Lepresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. What's going on?
The world waits once again on LeBron, the decision 2026. As there was a bit of a gaffe, if you believe the Miami Heat yesterday. Apparently on their social media channel, they put up a link to something called LeBron James Introductory Press Conference. They posted this link for a scheduled live stream with the date of July 27th to its YouTube channel, in what a team's spokesperson is now calling a mistake. The spokesperson talked to Shams Charania and said that the club's social media department was just preparing for the possibility of LeBron James and getting some graphics and stuff ready to go, and they mistakenly posted the link to the team's YouTube page, and of course the post was later deleted.
You want to hear what the call sounded like? So they called Shams Charania. They called the number, and then he goes, "Yo, whoa!" And they go, "Hey, is this Shams Charania?" He goes, "Correctamundo." And then
we understand you had some questions about
cool it. All right,
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, we just made a mistake in posting that.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can sit on it. Because he dresses just like Fonzie in his picture. He's a brown leather jacket, a pompadour, and a white T-shirt. Shams Charania, very Fonzie-esque in his photo.
But Pat Riley's speaking about LeBron in years past. And, LeBron was there once before. Came in to win not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six.
Exactamundo.
Not seven.
Oh, yeah. We had that guy on the show. What a dick that guy was. The TV voice of the Miami Heat.
Yeah, he acted like he was on the team.
But that was LeBron doing the not
one
one,
night.
not
Right,
three,
right.
not three.
But yeah, we had the guy from the Miami Heat on, and he was such a clown. It was really something else. He was acting like he was on the team. He was like humorless, and he was being like this is my team. I can't even remember what we were talking to him about, but he was such a dick.
Well, I remember that guy. I remember Riley speaking at that big intro there that they had in the arena, and he was trying to, coin all the phrases there. It's Wade's house,
Bosch's pit,
but LeBron's kingdom,
yes,
and Bosch's pit.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, it was bad.
Were you they tried to do the Bosch pit?
Yes,
is that what they were trying to do?
That was the TV guy who was introducing them all.
Oh, I thought that was Pat Riley.
No. It was the TV guy. He had all three of them on stage. They came out to pyro and all that stuff. It was really something.
Well, I'm misremembering, but Pat Riley did speak about LeBron leaving the first time.
And LeBron and I, we haven't talked much, but you let go of that stuff. I was very disappointed because I thought we were looking at a dynasty or something dynastic. And when he left, it was very, very disappointing.
Impossible to glean anything from that. Is he coming back? Is he talking like a man who doesn't know, or he does know, and it's good news or it's bad news? Who knows? And according to Rich Paul, his agent, not telling anyone. It's his decision. And as far as the league goes, about the rest of the teams waiting on LeBron,
the commissioner of the league is saying, hey, you do have, just as you've mentioned, Rich, this enormous influence on our TV schedule. There are people waiting on you. There is a case there that he does need to.
I saw Adam in New York, and we discussed it. And like I said, it's still his choice. So if he doesn't really know, you can't rush it.
So right now the league is aware of this, that he's not there yet.
And we're not going to be rushed. It doesn't matter. I don't want to sit here and sound. I'll just say we're not going to be rushed.
Mm-hmm. That's totally fair for you to say.
It is his choice to make, and when he makes the choice, he's making it.
Yeah, when he makes the choice, he's not going to be rushed. And then the other guy is like, but you got to tell us. You got to tell us. And he's like, no. And the guy's like, come on. You're being mean. Tell us. Go get out of here with all this crap.
and the league could make their schedule without knowing. Now, it would be foolish for them to do it, and they don't want to. But they don't have to wait for LeBron.
I got news for you. If he goes to Miami, feel free to schedule as you would, because I can't wait. I really do hope he goes to Miami, because if he goes to Cleveland or even Golden State, there will be like a bit of a buzz.
Yeah.
If he goes back to Miami, they're going to try to make it like, oh, it's a return, and no one's going to care.
See, I think people are not going to care that much about Cleveland either.
See, Cleveland will care, though.
Cleveland will care.
Like, Cleveland will care. Like, it's going to be like a really big deal in Cleveland, because he's like the most famous person of all time from Cleveland. Like, he's their guy. So,
of course they're going to care there, but like nationwide, I already saw that movie.
No, but at least it's a feel-good story, and you know he's back home and he's ending his career at home. And
that's like Benji too. You know, and we already saw that.
I don't care where he goes. I'm just trying to latch onto the story.
Oh, you care desperately. The texts I get from you at all hours.
I do kind of hope he goes to Miami, because when he goes to Miami, it's going to be a dud locally. No one's going to care. And it's going to be a dud nationally. And so, you know, Paul and LeBron James are going to be sitting around like rubbing their hands together like, this is going to be something else. And it's going to be thud.
Okay. For NBA fans, him with Giannis. That's
so he could have gone to 8 teams, because, like, I mean, him with Anthony Edwards, I
think him with Giannis in Miami is as big a story nationally as him going to Cleveland.
Okay, but I think Fred's right about the fans in Miami. They'll be excited, but not as excited as people in Cleveland and Golden State would be.
Who cares if they're excited in Cleveland? I'm just talking about like what would be more interesting to you?
Him going home to Cleveland.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I not so much interesting as I'd be happy for Cleveland.
No, it would be fantasy basketball stuff. Him going and joining Giannis in Miami, but
they're not going to be good.
No.
Okay.
They're not as good as if he went to Cleveland.
So. Is that I don't think there's much debate, but what's the more interesting story nationally? Him going to Golden State or him going to Philadelphia?
Golden State.
Golden State.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he goes to Golden State, then that is fun, because then it's like a dream, you know.
We talked about this
PlayStation thing from 10 years ago.
The average age of the starting 5 would be like 34 years old if he went there.
It's like a 2K game from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like if you did a draft, like 2 of the best players in the draft.
That might be, we've done this exercise before. If LeBron goes there, that would probably be the oldest starting 5 of all time.
Yes.
With Curry and Draymond and LeBron. Yes.
And what's-his-face is still there, too, right?
Jimmy Butler. Coming off a torn ACL. Yeah, that would be the oldest starting 5 of all time.
10 years ago, if I said that was your starting 5, you'd be like, you'd win 80 games.
Yep.
So that's why that's interesting. That would be really interesting. Now, again, I do say these things, then I go, Yeah, but how many times would you actually go out of your way to watch them? And the answer to that is once.
Oh, if you went to Golden State? Unless they were on Christmas Day or on Sunday in prime time.
No, I'm staying up late, man. I'm staying up late for those West Coast. Well, I do that anyway, though.
You get the NBA package.
Out of market,
right.
yeah. I'm Greg Dickerson. I'm just watching every out of market basketball game I can get my hands on.
Interesting name to bring up there.
But I'm not even positive that I would watch it on Christmas Day. Like, I don't know. I might rather watch a movie. Ronnie, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Freddie boy?
Hey, hey.
Hey, man, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I don't even know if I'd really care anywhere where this dude goes anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, certainly not to the degree that that ESPN is making it sound. It is interesting to follow, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Heat, like you were saying, but not really. Cleveland, I do agree. I still sweat that he should just come to the Celtics would be the best move for him, just for the craziness of just us flip-flopping on them. You know how the Beantown, how we represent. We love one guy, we hate the other guy. Then when he's on our team, we love him. You know what I mean? I think it would be funny.
Yeah, well, listen, I would it's like the Mike Trout thing. I would take, if you put LeBron James on the Celtics, that would be fantastic just because it'd be something to watch. And you could go, oh, wow, LeBron James playing in the building 41 times a year. But since that's not happening, the only reason that Cleveland, I just think it's nice for Cleveland. Cleveland gets crapped on a lot. They obviously have a lot of emotional investment in LeBron James. And if LeBron James came back that's like a nice story where they really want him. He can preen around a little bit and you can justify it by going, okay, it's a bit of a storybook situation. If he then retires, if he decides to play for 3 more years and dick around on 2 other teams, then who knows? But if he goes to Miami, like, all right, like how many teams now? Like it's just you keep And that wasn't some golden era where everything was achieved that you had hoped for. They didn't have a dynasty there like they had anticipated. I mean, they won championships, but it wasn't like they were. I think they were all probably a little disappointed about how it turned out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Based on expectations that they had going into it.
Well, Kendrick Perkins disappointed that it's taking this long.
I had to call Rich Paul, little snotty nose ass, and I asked him, hey, man, what is the holdup? I said, what is the holdup? Is it money? Does a team need to make a move? And you know what Rich Paul told me? He said, Perk, listen, man, this has nothing to do with money. Whatever LeBron James, the teams that are at the top of his list, they're all going to pay the same dollar amount. He's not asking a team to move anybody that's contradicting what they standing for. It's not about the money. It's about the fit. He's had his mind made up. Like, I believe that it's been a time where he had his mind made up, and then all of a sudden he's changed his mind and he's back to, the drawing board again.
I wonder if there's literally a drawing board. He's got crayons with different cities.
Oh, it's like Nick on the board. Remember? He had a board. He put everything on
with the name Milo and how he could get from Milo to anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the first image that comes to mind is an easel. But I think with LeBron's money, he's probably got like a nice whiteboard up on the wall,
like next to the Scarface poster in the boardroom, like Carmelo Anthony used to have, the king of business Scarface. If you go by the story,
like written on the board and everything like that.
Yeah, you got it written it on the board. And he just has like Golden State, and then he like looks at it, and then he writes down Miami, and he looks at it, and he goes,
very crude palm tree.
Because, if he decides to play in one of those cities, he's stuck there. There's no. How's he get out of there?
Well, he's got to think about where he wants to live the rest of his life. The guy's not going to up and move again. Been like 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got to see what the real estate tax is for when he decides to, finally buy property on the West Coast. It's ridiculous. Guy's going to be there. How many days out of the year do you think he would be in the city that he plays? Legitimately.
For 1 year.
Yeah, for 1 year. 60? 70?
Yeah.
Maybe 70 days of the year. And I don't even know if he would have to be there for the full day. Like, he could easily fly in and then go play the game. Like off
Seriously,
an off day.
Days off, LeBron charters a jet, goes somewhere, and then meets the team in the next city.
Right. So,
Pull a James Harden, just disappear for a while and come back.
Well, he takes the team plane, James Harden.
Oh, that's true.
LeBron's probably got his own plane. But yeah, I mean, it's not like these guys have any investment to where, like, if he's in Cleveland, where I'm sure has to have a house, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, for $4 million, he could have the biggest house in the history of Cleveland.
But wouldn't that
$200,000, you could have the biggest house in the history of Akron.
That's kind of awesome, though. If he were to go, to like Golden State or Miami, all right, maybe he owns 3 houses in each place already. But if not, he could just do the Doc Rivers thing and say, just give me a suite at the Four Seasons, the biggest one you got. I'm going to be here until June. And here's all the money up front, and I'm not going to do a thing. I'm literally going to bring 2 bags of clothes and a toiletry kit, and I'll just, quote unquote, live here. I'm not buying a house. I'm not even renting a house. I'm just gonna.
He could live. He could bring nothing and just have people bring it in the morning. One of his 7 assistants.
Yeah.
I mean,
go buy more socks.
Yeah, you think he's bringing in clothes?
Well, his favorites, sure.
That's right.
Oh, he's got footy pajamas he has to sleep in, or something like that.
Footy pajamas. All right.
Very comfortable.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Sports Hub headline.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
I just can't believe that you think LeBron's the most famous person from Cleveland. Have you not seen the mid-'90s TV show, The Drew Carey Show, starring one Mr. Drew Carey?
I've only seen the Drew Carey Show. I've seen every episode. There's no doubt about it. And I've seen some episodes, I would imagine, multiple times. That was in syndication, my friend. And now he's the host of The Price is Right. So I am...
I mean, there was the weird guy from Office Space. The chick that married the Scrubs creator. I mean, I just don't think you're giving the man his due credit.
And you're forgetting
That's
the
all.
guy
Hang up and listen.
from Whose Line Is It Anyway that was on there as well. The Drew Carey Show. And then the lady with the heavy lady with a lot of makeup.
Oh, that's right.
She was a star. That was on for a long time. That was like the #1 show in the country, the Drew Carey Show.
How many seasons?
Stephen Root? The guy, is that who he's talking about from Office Space?
No. It's wait. No. The neighbor. The weird neighbor that with the mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not Stephen Root, no.
Jethro from the Beverly Hillbillies film.
Yes. He was also in Napoleon Dynamite. He was the karate instructor. He was on American Housewife.
Oh, what was his name in Napoleon Dynamite?
I say he was on American Housewife.
Oh.
He was the dad.
Yes, he was.
We had some fun with that show at my house. We said American Housewife, my eye. And
Rex Kwon Do. That's what it was, Napoleon Dynamite.
There you go. And so, yes. And then the tall, skinny guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway, which is an unwatchable piece of garbage.
Oh, you just don't understand improv.
Nah, I guess I don't. It's pretty difficult.
He was on the Charlie Sheen thing. Jeez, I can't think of it.
2.5 Men?
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, he played the second husband or something.
Right.
I tread in these waters. And then the best thing about Whose Line Is It Anyway is the guy with the glasses is a huge dick.
Proops. You've told a great story about Greg Proops.
Yeah,
Yes.
like he came into the studio and like it was one of these things like that the comedy club like kind of was making us have him in if we wanted like someone good.
Oh, yeah.
And so he came in kind of late and it was like the 9:00 hour and you can imagine like I don't want to be there anymore. And he picks up the newspaper and he starts looking at it. And then we go into talking to him and he doesn't move the newspaper. So I don't know if he's doing shtick or not. And I'm like, something obviously off air offended him or something. And his response was, because the whole time off air, he was acting brazenly like cool, not wanting to be there guy, which is, you could always leave. Like, there's no one demanding that you're there.
Right.
And if it's a condition of you playing the club, well, it's a condition with us too. So let's just have a handshake agreement to get through this thing. You know, But no, and he just sat there and he wouldn't move the newspaper. And I'm like, why aren't you moving the newspaper? And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, that's going to do it for us. And I ended the show early because we could just play music.
Oh,
so
I
just ended the show early. And that was that. And I'm just, we all walked out of the studio and then he kind of looked around. I don't think he was expecting us to end the show. I think he was expecting us to try to cajole him into talking to us.
No, not going to work, Greg.
No.
The fourth most important thing on a show that not a lot of people watch.
Yeah, I'm not even.
All right.
I mean, we didn't want to have him on. That's the thing. That's what's really funny about it. It's like, you don't want to be here. Well, we don't want you here. So here we are. We're at a bit of a standoff. All right, go ahead.
If you're listening to Wallach, you know that the Red Sox have a doubleheader today to make up for last night's game, which was postponed due to rain. So not a lot of baseball highlights. Normally, we wouldn't play a highlight of a foul ball unless it's a rookie from the A's in this game against the Diamondbacks.
Kuroda Growers swings on the first pitch and fouls it off of himself. He's still down. That might have caught him on the inner leg, maybe even higher. What do you see here, Dallas?
Why can't you say testicles? That will always amaze me. That anyone at any point with a child of any age you would not want to hear the term testicles, the medical term for something on 49% of the population. It's so horrible that men have testicles that you can't say testicles. What if my kid hears about testicles? Wow. Well, that'll change everything.
Would in a WNBA game, if somebody got elbowed in the breasts, do you think they would say that?
Probably not, right?
Yeah.
No.
Because you can't say breasts because people don't have them.
That's right.
That's right.
I mean, could they say that hit her in the vagina? Because you wouldn't have to say vagina. You could just say that hit her between the legs. And then without saying it, it's vagina.
Well, he's saying it without saying it.
No,
upper thigh, even higher.
upper leg. He got hit in his I think he got hit in his testicles. That's what the diagnosis is a blown up testicle or whatever the term for
ruptured.
It is.
Yeah.
Ruptured testicle.
Well, yeah, that'll hurt.
And he's still down.
Yeah, I don't know that that's much an ice pack can take care of.
Don't really know what the protocol for this would be.
Catch your breath.
He's going to put the helmet on, grab the baseball bat, maybe a few dry swings, and it looks like he will come up with no balls and one strike.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, he's got balls. But so he gets a hit.
Yep.
And then he runs around and stuff. And then they find out that he ruptured his testicles. So obviously, there had to be a whole situation.
He had surgery after the game.
Yeah. There had to be a whole situation going on down there. So, yeah, I mean, not great. And not even a soft cup. These guys don't even wear like a soft cup.
That's crazy. Well, okay, so it's happened a couple of times before. Number one, 2009, Adrian Beltre took one, and he said when it first happened, it really hurt. When I looked down after the game, it wasn't a pretty sight. My testicle got the size of a grapefruit. Thank God it didn't really damage anything. It took me 2 weeks. It was a tear, a lot of blood inside, but it didn't damage anything. And then there is this from 2021, Jose Alvarez.
2 for 4 is a pinch hitter. That one right off Alvarez. He's able to recover, stumbles to the ground, makes the play, and he is in pain. You heard him say, oh, as the ball hit off him. He was able to finish the play off. But that is not something you want to say, man, that ball was smoked.
Sure was.
Was this still a COVID game? There's where are they doing?
Yeah, there's nobody there. It's weird.
But it's 2021.
Yeah.
I don't know. 105 mile an hour off the bat, right to the nuts.
Yeah.
But he
What
made the
position
play.
was he playing?
Pitcher.
Oof. Yeah, that's no good.
Stumbled over to the baseball, which was lying about 10 feet to his left, underhanded the ball to first base, and then face planted on the ground. Not pretty.
A good play-by-play there, John.
Thank you.
Beltre had it happen to him twice because it happened to him once and then it happened to him again playing third base. And he decided, I'm never wearing even a soft cup, because a soft cup that can kind of move with you, it's just like kind of a shell that it can be like, it's not great protection, but at least it's like a little something between you and the ball. I think it would maybe just be a lot of pain instead of like a full rupture. But no one wears. It's amazing to me that third basemen don't wear even a soft cup.
How about this? It was a guy. I saw this video last night. There was a guy on third base, thought it was a squeeze bunt, suicide squeeze. So he's running in from third base. Batter took a full swing, lined it right off of his nuts, and the guy dropped like he'd been shot. I mean,
this wasn't a major league game.
No, it was a minor league game.
Oh, okay.
It was a minor league game. And the guy misread the sign or whatever, but you figure what? He's 45 feet from the plate, closer than a pitcher would be, and took it full right in the balls. Bad.
Yeah, he's probably like 45 feet away.
Yeah.
And he's moving in, and the ball's probably traveling, like, say, 110 off the bat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
110, and then it only loses the 45 feet of distance, so it's probably still going about 110.
Yeah.
So it's a 110-mile-an-hour fastball to the nuts. Like, that could just destroy everything.
Bad.
I mean, I don't know. I don't. If you're a catcher, you wear a cup. But if you're a third baseman, and maybe a first baseman, I don't understand. You could just even put it in when you play defense. You could take it out for when you're hitting. And again, they make those cups that like move around, like they have like a bit of. They're not as solid.
So, in terms of the injury, yeah, you have surgery and everything's going to be okay. Just knowing from having one procedure done, I can tell you once you mess around with stuff down there, really the worst part is for 2 weeks, you live in constant fear of something even just grazing your balls. If it just even comes like within like whisper distance of touching you there, it's excruciating. So you just... You're just playing keep away. You're kind of walking like hunched over for a couple of weeks. Like don't come near me. No hugs. No nothing. No, get the dog away.
You can Google this. Right. Yadier Molina had a titanium cup that cracked with a foul ball. Cracked it up. Titanium, and you can look it up. It took a foul ball off the nuts not so long ago, and it cracked the titanium cup and sent him down. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
You're listening to Toucher and Hardy.
Out it, but the few, and Hardy isn't even here. So how would he know about the mystery? It's kind of funny because we kind of need him for this. Because there's a mystery that Hardy not know about.
Oh.
There's a big party happening this Friday at Memoir in the Encore Casino, and we will be there from 8 to 10. It is free to get in. You can see the information and sign up if you want at 985thesportshub.com/party. It's free again, and then you could stay conceivably until 2 o'clock in the morning watching entertainment and dancing and things like that, if that is your wish. Our end of the evening starts at 10. Again, if the Encore is listening, I will take a hotel room. I'm not above it. And I will give you my review on Monday. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not buying a hotel room. I'll come home. I don't care. But we are celebrating Nick and Adolfo's 40th birthdays. So why the mystery? Well, Adolfo Gonzalez, who is turning 40 years old, he lives at home with parents, his mom, who's very rarely there, and his father that he communicates to about once a month. He and his brother live in this house. His brother is also in his late 30s. And Adolfo, who was here and came here when he was 19, who didn't know how to mail a letter, he wore a fart monitor for 3 days from the University of Maryland, and which collected all his fart data and was able to accomplish that. Nicholas, on the other hand, has been wearing his fart monitor for a day or two and has already misplaced it.
Oh, no. Really? Oh, no.
Yes. Nicholas has already misplaced the fart monitor. So take us through when you realized that it was missing.
Come on.
Well, I got up during the break, and, normally in the last couple of days, I've gave my butt a pat just to make sure it's still there, and it wasn't.
Okay, so you pin it on your underwear?
Yes.
Where did it go?
So there are a lot of things here.
So the fart monitor is pinned in your underwear, so like it touches the flesh of your ass.
So the clip touches the my butt, but the actual monitor does not.
Okay, but the whole thing came off.
The whole thing came
clip
off.
and everything
The clip
else
was the only thing that was remaining.
So and you lost it at the station.
Yes.
So somewhere something that's been on your bare ass for 3 days is sitting around.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's to pick that up, it would essentially be like cupping your ass for 3 days, just holding your ass for 3 days.
Now, did you say that the clip is still on there, or what is a mod? What is a monitor?
A monitor.
Oh, monitor.
Monitor is what he's saying.
Yeah, well, he said monitor.
I understand. Three syllables is a lot to ask.
Yes.
So the clip is still on your.
No, the whole thing.
The whole thing's
not
gone.
anymore. The clip is in my pocket now, so I have to find the monitor.
Okay.
Now it's going to be in my.
Good job, Harvey. Now he has to think before speaking.
Now, how do you think that the monitor fell off?
The clip is not really reliable. That's why I have to check every hour.
Has it fallen off before?
It fell off yesterday. Yes.
Okay, these are all things that's
For
fart
like 10
monitor.
minutes. Yeah.
I don't know if it ever fell off Adolfo. Now, so it fell off for like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Where did you find it?
It was in the living room.
Okay. Were you awake when that fell off, or were you eating in the living room asleep?
It was yesterday afternoon. I was awake.
Okay. Did you like feel around and then panic that it wasn't there and then start looking
I did.
around?
I was like, oh no.
And there's no thing on it that you can like find out where it is.
Oh, yeah. Find my fart monitor.
I don't know. There's an app for it. I don't understand. You act like it's ridiculous.
Technically, it could. Maybe it does. It is connected Bluetooth.
Yeah.
On my phone. So, but I did find it, and then, but this morning it's now missing.
Okay. Did you find it, or is it still missing?
It's well.
Go ahead. Just what happened?
I did find it. I did find it. It was in the whatchamacallit, the place where we meet.
Conference room?
The conference room.
Yeah. So, by the way, so if you went into the conference room and you sat down and you were like, and then you moved, you saw something on your seat, it was like a clip, and you picked that up, that's been like in his ass.
It hasn't been in my butt. It's been on my butt.
How far does it have to be inserted in order for it to work properly?
It doesn't have to go in. It's just sits right on top of where I fart.
Have you like taken it off and farted into it, like just for fun?
Like bare ass?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
You haven't? You haven't felt like you had to fart and then just taken the monitor off and really let one rip in there?
Yeah.
No, I haven't thought about doing it, but I'm going to do it.
That's how they invented it, you know. That's straight from what he told us, is that they had built this chamber where no oxygen could get in, and they were having trouble getting readings and stuff. So they just got frustrated and farted on the thing, and that's how they figured out it worked.
Yes.
I mean, we've played that clip 3 times.
Yeah.
That's how they did it. Yep. So it never occurred to you to try to. It's like if you fly a kite with a key on it in a
Bend
rainstorm.
over, bare ass, fart into the monitor? No, I did not. But I'm going to do that today.
Yeah, you probably should. I mean, you have no creativity or
I know,
wonder.
like after a while, it's just I'm doing this thing.
I forgot to send.
What else can I do with it? You know, how can I push the boundaries of this experiment?
By the way, he just realized he forgot to send the guy something while we were talking.
Oh no, I'm sending you what I had last night.
When you were asleep?
No, I had nothing last night.
How do you know?
I know.
Have you already spoken with Brittany this morning?
I talked to her briefly. Yes.
Did you ask her if you had ate?
Yes, I said.
Okay.
Good morning. I will see you later. Did I eat anything last night? And she said no.
Okay. So when was the last time you ate something without being awake?
It was dinner time yesterday.
All right. So dinner time yesterday.
Yep.
Well, without being awake.
2 nights ago, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
He slept
yesterday. Right. I ate something in the middle of the night. Not last night, but the night before.
Hey, Nick, showing us a bottle of something that is not completely opaque doesn't tell us what you were eating?
That was my overnight oats.
Oh, because it says overnight oats on the actual
Yeah,
bottle.
That's why.
Okay.
Silly.
Last night, Nick sat at a table full of crap and ate 100 tater tots and a cheeseburger.
You've had young kids. You know exactly the feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if I just like put everything on the dining room table and just.
It's
sat
not
there.
the dining room table. It's the countertop.
Okay, because there's like a big old like freezer bag full of pretzels. You got a lot going on, but then you make two piles: one ketchup and one mustard.
Oh yeah, I do that.
So when you have what did you grill last night?
I used the air fryer for the burgers because it was raining last night.
You cooked the meat in the air fryer?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay, and so you did that, and then you put the tater tots down, and then you
cleaned it, and then tater tots went in.
Okay, and then you put a pile of ketchup and a pile of mustard.
Well, that's not mustard. That's a Chick-fil-A sauce.
I was going to say that ain't mustard. That's a little too brown. You beat me to it. Now there's a bottle of yellow mustard next to it, but I could tell that's got something else in it.
I don't think I took.
Look at that.
I did.
That's
I don't
not
think I
that's
used
not
it.
yellow mustard.
Oh, could it be honey mustard?
No, it's the Chick-fil-A mustard.
No, I know. I said
Chick-fil-A
it.
sauce.
But so what do? You put the tater tots in the ketchup, and then you dip the hamburger in the Chick-fil-A
Well, I
sauce.
like to mix it up. I like to sometimes I want to try Chick-fil-A sauce, and sometimes I'm craving for a little ketchup, so I get the ketchup
On the tater tots?
on the tater tots.
Why do you have a Portland, Maine sign above your stove?
I don't know. That's some of the stuff Brittany brought. When we merged together and moved in together, that's on there.
Are you guys big fans of Portland, Maine?
I love. Yeah,
You love it there?
yeah. I love Portland.
It's got the
even though
la-
it's super expensive.
It's got
to
the
get a hotel
latitude
room.
and longitude coordinates for it. So
What's the latitude and longitude of Portland, Nick?
5 and 3.
That is correct. It is 5 and 3.
Nailed it.
Well done. You got it going on. All right. Well, listen, but you found the fart monitor, so you've just lost it twice.
Yes.
Okay. And it is interesting to see Nick's lifestyle. There's a lot going in.
I knew. You know
A
what?
lot going in. He loves to eat. And it's not so much that he has huge portions. He just eats constantly. He's always eating something.
It's
He
a
loves
healthy
it.
amount of tater tots, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but but first of all,
That's a fine amount. That's a serving size.
That's a little more
no,
than
that's
that,
way
Nick.
more than a serving size, Nick.
It's
Okay,
more
maybe
than
it's
that.
There's 20 tots on that plate.
Yeah, that's
Nick, have you been able to avoid this iceberg lettuce recall that's going on?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay, so you have been able to do that. You have not gotten explosive diarrhea yet.
I have
do you
not
think that?
had any type of explosive diarrhea.
Do you think you would have to tell the fart doctor monitor that the fart monitor doctor that you had this explosive diarrhea because it might queer the stats?
Well, I would have to take a picture of it. He would know that.
You'd have to take a picture of your waist.
of what I had, and then he would make the connection of like.
Oh,
Yes.
is that you had the spoiled lettuce?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, very good. Thank you, Nicholas. I'm glad that you found that fart monitor.
I
I
am
don't
too.
recall Adolfo losing it.
No, Adolfo was pretty consistent with all the meals. It was very categorized. It was something.
And if you're just joining us, Adolfo now is booked on flights. He will be here at noon tomorrow in the city of Boston. He's leaving on Saturday, but in between, I'm sure he'll come in here Friday morning, and then he will be at the party on Friday night at Memoir at Encore from 8 to 10. It's free to get in. You can sign up at 985thesportshub.com/party when it says, "Where are my tickets?" Or you can win tickets. Don't mind that. It's free to get in. It's a huge place. I wouldn't worry about getting turned away at the door. Let's put it that way. It's a free party from a radio station. I'm not positive. I don't think there's going to be 5,000 people waiting to get in.
But again, people are turned away. I volunteer to leave the party and
That's
go
right.
gamble with my friends.
You can't leave your own party.
It's not my party. It's Nick and Adolfo's party.
Yeah.
People would go insane. But you're throwing it. People would go insane if you weren't there.
I know.
We would have to worry. It would be like Woodstock 99. We'd have to be worried about
Well,
the
you and I
crowd.
both, the party doesn't start until we get there, Freddie.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, these
all about a good time. I'm walking in with the White Claws. I'm like, hey, man, I already had 3. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, they want a glad hand. People, they want to touch you. They want to, make sure you're real. I'm just like you guys. Come on. And then they want to gather around and chant your name. That's what it's all about. Blind Scott says that he's going. Blind Scott, are you still planning to go to this?
Yeah, my mom's taking me. My mom's actually driving in right now. She's listening actually right now. She's in her car. She'll be driving me over there. We're going to park across the street. I'm going to get there around 5:30, and I'm going to wait in front of Club Memoir to get used to it. I'm so excited. I plan on just talking on the microphone the whole time during the event while everybody's just gathered. I'm just going to talk about all my favorite things I like, my favorite radio hosts. I'll talk about Fred. Fred, I'm really excited to meet you. I'm wondering if you would approve that I wear a skirt. I have some tape to do some taping. One other thing, too, I got an idea for Beasley Media, if any executives are listening right now. If you want to rotate half the week, you could put John and Hardy over and bring LBF and Adam over, and you could just swap back and forth. I think that's an excellent idea because it will change up the personalities, and you could have almost 2 sports radio stations in town and play music. It would totally take a stranglehold over all radio stations in the Northeast. I think we've really got something going here at Beasley Media. I hope everybody from Naples, Florida flies up, all the executives. Yeah. I hope the guy Mark from Philadelphia comes.
Sure.
John, what's his name? John Marks.
Well, listen, if you want to wear a skirt, feel free to wear a skirt to Blind Scott. There's no question that will be allowed. That will be allowed.
Yeah, so one other thing, my mom explained that this is going to be a job interview, so she's prepping me for a job interview. So she's coming in right now.
For what job?
Whose job?
Well, just like
Memoir?
Like a fictitious job of life where I come in and you guys meet me, and I win you guys over, and then I do radio phone calls, and maybe John comes over and we go sailing around like the Boston Harbor. We do some blind sailing, too.
How did I get roped into this?
We ride tandem bicycles together.
Yes, all right. Now, Blind Scott's having some fun with John. You're at the top of the pecking order where Blind Scott starts taking shots at you.
Oh, boy.
They refer to him on the
Lucky
Ben
me.
Maller show as the retired caller, Blind Scott.
You probably told him that he wasn't going to call in anymore. And then, he just said he was going to listen to Adam's show all the time. And he's still on hold on this show the whole time. But that is a good idea. We should get a third sports station here. It works so well.
As we all know, a third morning sports talk show is gold.
I hope all.
And really, it's the whole market supporting a lot of sports talk radio stations.
It happens to everybody.
John with him.
He's just like, I hate Rich.
Yeah.
Way to go, John. Have a little class. All right. Calm down over there with your hate. All right. Mark Daniels is going to join us. Camp starts on Saturday. We'll be back in just a moment. Doing an afternoon show for ESPN New York as well. And I always wondered, why is he doing radio? Because Bart Scott can't wait. He's like was a big...
Sure.
In my mind, when he was in Baltimore, he was this huge star. I guess that's not the case. Do you know he went to Southern Illinois University?
No, I did not know that.
So obviously he wasn't drafted. And then he was a special teams guy for Baltimore. And then started playing defense. And he was only one time he was a second team All-Pro. Or no, All-Pro. He was an All-Pro once in his career. He finished with 601 tackles, 25 sacks. So he didn't have an insane over 172 games. That's not an insane career.
See, I remember him being a stud with the Jets.
Yeah, I thought. Well, he was. I thought. That's what I remember too. But I guess statistically, he was an inside linebacker, so he's not going to have a million sacks.
Right.
But I guess he probably didn't make a phenomenal amount of money in the NFL. I don't know. But who would know is Mark Daniels, who covers the Patriots for Mass Live. I saw the Bart Scott thing on Mass Live. That's why I brought it up. Hello, Mark.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, great. How are you?
Good. Are you getting excited for your season to start here on Saturday?
It's like going back to school. You're kind of sad your summer break's ending, but excited to begin the new year and see what unfolds. So yeah, I think it should be a exciting year for the Patriots. I think they, on paper, probably have a better roster. So for that, I'm definitely excited. Training camp is sort of a slog, but it's a fun road slate too, for especially for media members with Munich and Seattle, and there's some really cool road trips. LA. I think I'll knock off every stadium in the NFL this season, so definitely looking forward to that.
Do you have new sneakers or new like work supplies, like a new backpack or
Pencil
anything?
case.
Yeah, new notebook. Definitely get the new notebook, new pens. I should get some new sneakers. I always need a reason to get new sneakers, so there we go.
Yeah, nice. Wow. All right, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strap those things on and head down to Foxborough on Saturday. All right.
New school clothes. Love it.
All right. So you brought up the two in one of your articles. You bring up the 2014 Patriots and that their roster looked at it like it lacked depth, and then they ended up finding pieces. When you look at this year, because you wrote an article about it, and it's interesting. When you look at this year, when you're looking at concerns at depth, what positions could there be, and who do you see possibly in camp breaking out?
Yeah, there's a handful of like minor issues like that aren't on people's radar, and one is like, for example, running back. Who's the third running back behind Ramondre Stevenson and TreVeyon Henderson? Sort of anyone's guess. Miles Montgomery is an undrafted free agent who they gave the highest guaranteed money to in Patriots history for UDFA. They also drafted a guy, Jam Miller. Backup guard is another situation that you look at it and you're like, it's actually not impressive. They sign Elijah Vera Tucker. They have Michael Onwenu, but who's the top backup? It's probably their center, Ben Brown. But after that, I mean, you're talking about Caden Wallace, Andrew Rupstich, John Darius Morgan, and Mekhi Butler, probably names that I could also tell you that are random generated on Madden, right? Like guys you just don't know. And then you look at cornerback, like who's the third cornerback behind Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis? It's another question mark. There's like Charles Woods and Kendall Vilder, and there's another UDFA, Channing Canada, who they gave a bunch of money to sign with them. So yeah, there's some under the radar competitions here. And then honestly, another one is edge rusher, because right now you still have your second round pick not signed. Harold Landry's on the PUP list. So you're sort of looking at younger guys like Elijah Ponder or even Braden Swinson. Can guys like that sort of step up? So there's definitely some spots up for grabs.
That guy, Harold Landry, obviously placed on the PUP list yesterday. Is this just another case of Vrabel putting him in bubble wrap like he did for a long time last year, or is there actually a problem here?
Yeah, I think this is reflective of him not being able to pass a physical right now. That's usually how they handle the PUP list, at this time in training camp. So, he was definitely hurt, pretty bad last playoffs. I think he only played 11 snaps in one playoff game, and then I want to say 14 snaps in the Super Bowl. So, and he didn't look like himself. So he has gone, and it's been a long recovery for him. I mean, he didn't participate in OTAs, he didn't participate in minicamp, and I honestly believe that if he was ready and could pass a physical, he wouldn't be on the PUP list. They would just have him be somewhat limited. So the fact that he is on the PUP list tells me he's still not there physically, and I think at this point, at his age and considering the health concerns with the knee, yeah, you might as well keep him in bubble wrap. But when they place him on PUP, it's honestly due to a physical.
Okay, so you mentioned TreVeyon Henderson as being one of the guys, him and Ramondre Stevenson, but you talk about in your article about TreVeyon as a potential breakout player. Do they need him as much as they need these other guys to be a breakout player this year? Like, are they depending on him offensively, or with the addition of A.J. Brown now, is it less of, I guess, a need for them to have like two legitimate running backs?
It's probably less of a need. I just think they need at least one of those guys to be very dependable. If you can't establish the run, even if you have A.J. Brown, it's still going to be harder to pass. It's just going to allow the opposing defense to pin their ears back and try to attack Drake May. And as we saw in the Super Bowl, if you're going to beat up Drake May, you're probably going to have a bad time. So I think TreVeyon is crazy because he finished with like 911 yards and 9 touchdowns, but they really didn't use him a lot, late last season, and even in the playoffs, it was more the Ramondre show. But if like someone like Travion does establish himself as a bona fide electric weapon, it's going to make you so much more dynamic. It's going to be harder to sort of guess for the opposing defense. What are they going to do when they have a guy who can take it to the house on any snap? But a guy like him really has to improve his pass blocking, and that's one of the areas he failed in last year, which is why they didn't want to use him in important games down the stretch or in the playoffs. So like whether it's him or honestly even Ramondre Stevenson, if he is dependable and he doesn't fumble the ball and he's averaging well over 4 yards a carry, establishing the run is still going to be huge this year. It's going to protect Drake May, and honestly, it'll open more things up for your receivers and for A.J. Brown.
When you look at the NFL this year and you look at their schedule, do you look at them as if you were to list like 10 Super Bowl contenders, would you put the Patriots on that list?
Yeah, I definitely would because of Drake May. One, I mean, he is an MVP candidate. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And when you have a guy like that at this point, it's just get him in the playoffs, right? You have an elite quarterback, get in the playoffs, and anything can happen. Yeah, the schedule is so much more difficult than it was a year ago. But I think their roster is improved. I mean, A.J. Brown is a bona fide receiver, even if he's 80% of what he was. Kevin Byard is an all-pro safety, even though he's older. So, like, I think you've added more talent to go with this more difficult schedule. And year 2 for Drake May is huge in Josh McDaniel's system. This is, I think I've said it on your show before, this is the first time he's had the same OC, I want to say since, like, his early years in college. Like, he had back-to-back different OCs in UNC his last 2 years, and it's been multiple OCs in New England now. So, like, Drake May with Josh McDaniels again, yeah, he should be better. He should be, an all-pro candidate once again. And I think when you have a guy like that, you always have a chance.
I want to ask you a question we asked Christopher Price earlier this week. A.J. Brown is one of the best 10 wide receivers in the NFL, and by nature, he will be a diva at times if he doesn't get a lot of balls headed his way. Does Drake May have enough cachet to kind of tamp that down? What do you think the interplay between the two is going to be like as we get deeper into the season?
Oh, that's a great question. I think Drake is so talented that he's going to get the ball to AJ, and I don't know if he has enough cachet to tamp that down, because seeing him last year with Steph Diggs, listen, like it was sort of the Steph Diggs show at times, and you weren't really going to be able to control what Steph did or said, because he's been around the league so long, and Drake was only year 2. I think as he's evolving as a leader, and he is, Drake, I think that's something he's going to have to work on. He's year 3, and AJ's been around, so I don't know if Drake could necessarily tamp down, diva behavior from a receiver, but I think Mike Vrabel can, and I think that's going to be huge, here at Gillette Stadium with A.J. Brown. Like, he knows Mike Vrabel, Mike Vrabel knows him, and if anyone steps out of line, I think it'll be the coach, but I think that's a role Drake will definitely have to grow in as he goes forward here.
All right. Well, listen, Mark Daniels, enjoy your last couple days of freedom.
What are you doing? You're going to have a blowout?
Yeah, gonna have a blowout. And I wish the weather was a little bit better. No, I golfed on Monday, so I got that out of my system. So I have to, relax and just gear up for working every day of the week here.
All right. Well, I mean, everyone knows you guys have a terrible existence.
Hey, you know what? It beats actually working. So I get a pretty sweet farmer's tan by the end of August. I'll take it.
All right.
Any early word on what day is going to be Chick-fil-A Day down there at training camp? That was always a big day, and you had to get in there first.
I almost missed it last year. I went down like 10 minutes late, and there was only one left. I think Karen Gregan messed up. Actually, that was a big thing. She was pretty upset about that.
Jackals.
You got to get there before Zoe. I mean, that's the main thing.
It's the guys who take 2 and 3.
Well, he shoves them in his bag and he takes them home. So you got to,
because he could never get it on his own.
Yeah,
it's such a rare thing to get. That's like when Papa John, the actual Papa John,
I remember that,
came into the Super Bowl, of course, in Phoenix.
Yeah,
and we had an 8 in like 10 hours, and they lined up about like 10 pizzas, and they were gone within under a minute. They're just all gone.
Yeah.
People were like taking half free food.
No,
you really, like back in the day, it used to be Subway, and Stacey James would be like, only take 1 or 2, and people would literally hide sandwiches under their napkins. I'd be like, you're not sly. I can see the 4 Subway sandwiches under your napkins on your plates.
And there's a Subway every 5 feet too. Like it's not like in Papa John's. Like no one's ordering Papa John's on their own. But yet it comes to the Super Bowl, and there was no food. So I actually see at the Super Bowl how it. But if Papa John used that as like a field test of the popularity of his pizza, he was way overblowing it because we were trapped.
He opened up 100 new stores after that Super Bowl.
Well, that's why he's
visit.
not in charge of things anymore. That's why he started saying all that racist stuff. All right. Mark Daniels, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. There you go. The great Mark Daniels. We would have to do the broadcast, then go back to the broadcast area.
So depressing.
To interview people because, the show, not a lot of people out there at 4 a.m. when we would start live.
Yeah.
So we would have to go back and nap in our hovel next to the airport and then drive back into the city. And which, by the way, I cannot believe I allowed myself to do this. I should have just got on a plane and left. But I was like, and then we would sit around there all day, like waiting for scrap gas. And, it's not easy. And like, they're all telling you to F off and like this and that, because you don't seem like you're even really from a place.
Yeah, you're not set up at a broadcast table. You're doing interviews that you're going to record and then air the next day.
Like this separate table away from everything else. Yeah. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like, you don't eat any, there's no food available, literally no food at this massive convention center where the city is welcoming itself to media from all over the globe. It's where all the media is set up. I didn't understand, but fine. No food from 4 to 8 in the morning. Okay, I get it. No one's there yet. This just is a further example of how these hours suck. But then we go back at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Still no food, no drinks, no food, no nothing. And then Papa John came in with like a posse, and you think to yourself like, whoa, 10 pizzas, but like they were like dancing and like putting up a storm, and Papa John like was throwing spirals that never perfect, hitting threes, and I went, oh, pizza, I'm so hungry, and then it was just like 5 seconds went by and it was all gone. I just looked at the pizza, and I went, this trip is the worst trip of my life.
I'm so sad and tired and hungry.
I'm so tired, and it's just going to get worse every day. Every day I'm going to be more tired.
The hotel was right across the street from the strip club. Remember that?
A strip club we never went to.
That's correct.
It's not like I was partying out there. Like it was awful.
We had one day that was good because we had the media get together and where the Phoenix Suns played, but then Alice Cooper's place was like
he
right around
remembers
the corner.
like Alice Cooper's place.
I do.
That was like really fond memory. We had lunch.
That's
and
it.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's it. That was the one fun part.
Yeah, it was real fun.
Yeah.
We went to a sports bar and had an adequate lunch one day.
He blogged about it when he got home.
Hachi Machi. Right. That was nothing.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment. Here are the headlines.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox in Baltimore rained out last night at Fenway.
We are Toucher and Hardy. We have received some demos to the station that the gentleman would like me to review and consult. Hardy and Ryan have prepared this for me.
Yeah, as the Fred Toucher radio consultant makes his return to the airwaves this morning, gentleman who is putting this out there. He wants it played for everyone. He wants it played for our program director, who I'm sure is listening. So, but we'll
yeah, I'm listening.
That's right. He has.
Yeah, good luck doing this job. You got to work one of them emails.
Well,
that's electronic messaging.
I think he probably electronic mailed the program director too, but there's a
You can't put a stamp on electronic messages. They don't require them.
No, but I don't know if he's had a chance to respond to it. He's got a lot of, corporate stuff in there, and he's...
But you can stamp an ant if they're walking on the ground. Take that. And you squish them. And you feel kind of like you did something that day. I killed an ant. Time to take a snooze. I was going to go into work today, but I managed to rid the earth of that ant.
I'm feeling too godlike.
Who's the boss? I'm the boss of you creatures. All right, very good. Do you think he'll be at the party?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I think he will be.
I talked to him yesterday. I think he said he planned on being there.
No, I think he's going to be there.
Okay.
I think Rick would be there for sure, as a matter of fact. He doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to feel obligated, but I think that he would go. All right. So, yeah, that party is coming up on Friday. If you would like to go at Memoir at the Encore from 8 to 10, it is free. You can go to 985thesportshub.com/party to sign up for that if you would so like. Coming up at 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about not only Jared Duran's new tattoo, but how he got the tattoo. Because part of getting the tattoo is so Travis Barker has got tattoos on top of tattoos. Like he just is tattooing himself because he loves getting tattooed so much.
And he ran out of space?
Yes.
Okay.
And so my point, and he was in like a plane crash and there was like a lot of fire. He had a tough go of it there for a while. But whatever the reason, he gets tattoos over tattoos because part of getting tattooing for people who love tattoos, I am not, obviously, I don't have a lot. I have 4. And now I wish I had none because every congressman has like a sleeve and you're just like, ugh. It's just like, it's now it's like a mark of the establishment, the complete establishment. It's anything counterculture about it is completely gone. And this Duran thing is the case of it. But part of getting a tattoo is getting the tattoo. Like the pain of the needle going in and out.
It's like the guy in that S-Town podcast.
I thought of the same thing. The worst ending of anything of all time.
Yeah. Well, what happened? Don't really know.
Yeah, people go, Fred, you want to sit down and listen to this mystery podcast? That's okay. I listened to the biggest one of all time, and the ending didn't make any sense.
We think it may have been Mercury, but we don't know.
Yeah, this S-Town podcast, it's like all well done and like really well narrated and all this stuff. And then it's like lost. Like, what was it already? Like the second to the last episode, you start going, all right. I don't know if they can pull this in yet. There's not a lot of time. There's not a lot of runway.
You start, and then you start looking at like how many minutes left are in the final episode, and you're like, well, if there was an answer to all of this, then they better tell us now because then you need to talk about the answer for like 15 minutes.
Well, and then when you have the answer, then there's like the post-mortem, like on everything. Like you can kind of clean it all up, like because then there's that like cigarette after the orgasm. Like if you like go, and then you like unleash it and then you can kind of like recap everything and go like, here's what happened afterwards.
You could have a full episode of Afterglow.
Yeah. I mean, really, if it's a good enough twist or something cool happens. But yeah, that S-Town thing and I was doing the same thing. I was like, oh my God. I knew it the second to last episode. I'm like, there's no way they're paying this off. But I'm already this into it. And then I think, were you the one who told me to listen to S-Town? You might have been the one who told me. Because someone whose opinion I valued.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that.
You're welcome. Someone whose opinion that's how I hand out compliments. You know that deaf kid I was friends with in elementary school? 2 deaf parents. Anyway, so, I did this exact same thing. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way they're going to be like a lot of gobbledygook still going on and you don't have a lot of time. And then the last episode, they review all this stuff and you're like, okay, you've given yourself like 35 minutes. And I'm like, and I'm like, they're not going to do it. And they didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's just, he liked tattooing him. I'll ruin it for you. I don't even remember. I don't know if they know how anyone died but the guy tattooed himself over and over again because he liked the tattoo.
Pierced, got a lot of piercings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so he's in the Jim Rose circus. I mean, it's no good if you can't see him.
But the notion that the pain is part of it, and you're sacrificing something for it, your time, your comfort, the place on your body. There is something that's taken away from that. If you, I don't want to call it a shortcut, but you're masking over a part of the experience if you do it the way Jaron Duran did.
It's just something that we do now. Like Jaron Duran's bragging, and I'm sure he got it for free because he plugs the place, but brags the place about, which is a medical facility, somewhat of a medical facility, because he's in a gown on a surgical table, and they literally knock you out, and then for however many hours while they do the piece. And did he ever get a piece on him? He got like a real sized, like painting sized The Last Supper in great detail. The tattoo artist is unbelievable. But a lot of times tattoos, in my opinion, when they're I know The Last Supper is of a painting, right? But the paintings of people, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're recreating a person, like the greatest accuracy is not always, in my opinion, great on a tattoo. Like this guy that worked with my friend in Atlanta had a Groucho Marx tattoo on his forearm, and it looked exactly like Groucho Marx, which is disturbing. Like if he had a caricature of Groucho Marx, you'd be like, okay, but you love Groucho Marx so much that his face is just sitting on your forearm for the rest of your life. And yeah, pain has something to do with it. I think that's kind of the point. Is I sat through it's like I'm so gnarly. I sat through this stomach tattoo. Like, do you know how long it was and how much it hurt? I've heard guys bragging about that before, and they should. Like if you if you got your penis tattooed, you're insane. Like I can't believe you got that done. But I got knocked out and got my penis tattoo just because I thought it was a good idea. Like
well, so what?
I think getting that belly tattoo was like a sign of toughness, right? Like I was able to sit through that. Like it's so painful, I was able to sit through that. Now it's just everything's a shortcut. Everything's, DeChambeau calling the president, doesn't want to have his penalty. I don't want this. I don't want this to hurt. So I'm going to get knocked out for my tattoo, which is part of it. Is look, when I get a tooth pulled, I get knocked out. I don't want to get my tooth pulled. The tooth has got to come out of my mouth. If I'm doing something voluntarily, and part of it is like the idea, ancient cultures that did tattooing, I gotta believe the pain had something to do with the ritual of it.
Yeah, but with your tooth thing, like I had a tooth pulled and I didn't get knocked out. I didn't feel anything. It's not pleasant hearing the bone ripped out of your jaw.
My point is this: you're arguing the wrong thing. It's like
I'm arguing what I would like to argue. You said you didn't want the pain of your tooth coming out.
But I'm not voluntarily going like, oh, I want to get my teeth put in, and that's going to be like people. It's fashionable to get teeth pulled, so I'm going to get teeth pulled, but I'm going to get knocked out to do it. Like it's something that the doctor's like, you got to get this out. Do you want to get knocked out? And you're like, yes. That's all. I would never get knocked out to get a tattoo. I wouldn't be able to look at myself, and I wouldn't be able to look at myself without seeing The Last Supper, like a foot-high Last Supper on my belly.
You can go without a tooth.
I know I have been, but they told me that's bad.
So it is not necessary.
No, it was infected. They had to pull it. You can want to do this all day. We can't.
I do.
It was infected, and they had to pull it.
The implant is...
No, the implant. The implant, once I had the tooth pulled, they said was necessary. They did not give me the option.
Well, of course, that's just big tooth talking.
It's more money in their pocket.
But bring it up with the dentist. You can call. I'm going in on Friday. You can talk to the oral surgeon. I'll put her on the phone.
I want to talk to her right now during the break.
They're not open at 7:59. She's probably jogging. All right. We'll be back in just a moment. I will consult the gentleman that the men have requested me to consult.
Stay tuned for more Toucher and...
1-year, $12 million contract. He scored 45 goals last season. And Major League Soccer returns to Gillette Stadium tonight as the New England Revolution face Toronto FC. We'll have it at 7:30 here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. The Revs are 7-1 at home so far this season. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by East Coast Metal Roofing. Right now, during their Beat the Summer promotion, Sports Hub listeners get 10% off the cost of a new roof. Call East Coast Metal Roofing and never replace your roof again. 844-611-ECMR or eastcoastmetalroofing.com. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 8:30.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Oh boy, I guess it's time for more Toucher and Hardy on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
That the Cardinals went out and got armored nutshells, ballistic grade athletic cups engineered with Kevlar, carbon fiber, and aerospace epoxies,
yeah,
designed to withstand high velocity impacts. The brand name is Armored Nutshell. Z, with a Z.
I might start just wearing one of those every day.
Well, the guy that they have, the model wearing it, is, let's just say, got muscles on top of muscles.
Nice.
He's nice. He's got those side muscles that go into your waist. Like everything's really defined.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's gonna take me a minute before I can get out of this room without embarrassing myself.
I'll take your time. We got time.
Fake Blind Scott is on line one. Fake Blind Scott, hello.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Fred, you got to ask your lady guests to stop leaving wet towels on the bathroom floor, right? Every time I'm in there, I get squash foot and I can't access your hamper like I need to. I know it's not Zoe because she uses apricot scrub in Sephora, but this is Noxzema and Salon Selectives. So straighten that out for me. Hey, but listen, I'm glad Cece's here because I'm still a little mad at Nick for not letting me shoot the breeze last time. Hey, Nick, I like guns. I hate the atmosphere. Let me shoot the breeze. I'm a member of the Thousand Island Marine Corps now. Oh, and I'd like to announce that Joe Murray's Media Mafia Productions, cinematic wing of the film division, has hired me to write a stoner space comedy called Project Inhale Mary, right? Yeah, we attached Teresa Mantle Mary Patashu. She's the moderate poobah of stunt casting for the Pizza Ring on Alston Street, right? She got Pauly Shore to play the pilot, Louis Anderson's coffin to play the spaceship, and Gary Tangway is the villain, Darth Cosby. We even carved out a part for John Wallach. Yeah, it's like that White Castle movie, but instead of burgers, we want seafood pasta. So he's the owner-chef of a diner brothel on Mars named Pimp Scampies. So watch out for that.
All right, well, Fake Blind Scott, thank you so much.
That was excellent.
I wonder if he'd make the trip in for the party. He's not local. I don't want to blow up his spot, but he does not live close. But the Fake Blind Scott, you're more than welcome to attend on
It would
Friday
be nice
night.
to meet him, but I mean, what are we going to do? You can't put Fake Blind Scott on stage and go, here's Fake Blind Scott.
Why not?
Or you guess you could have
with
Blind
Scott
with
there.
Blind Scott
Oh
and
my
Fake Blind
God!
Scott.
Oh my God!
That's something I hadn't
do
even
that.
thought of.
What are the
yeah.
odds that Blind Scott actually shows?
I think pretty good, and because his mom's involved, so I think it's actually they're like putting the plan into place.
Okay.
If his mom's there, it'll be fine. But then again, you're talking about getting Blind Scott on stage, which means herding him onto the stage and getting him onto the stage.
And it's not so much a stage as I remember it. It's kind of like on top of a bar almost.
Oh,
There's like no. Well, it's a stage, so there's not guardrails up there to begin with, but it might be even a little more precarious than
blind.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got an email.
You did.
Please forward to your program director and director of sales. Attach this email, my current on-air audio clips for, all caps, your station to consider, all caps, to have my show aired on your station. I can pay for on-air time to air my show, or volunteer, or you pay me.
Oh, well, if you're giving me those three options, I choose C.
Yeah, of course.
Email me here if you're interested, and or call and or text me in America, and it takes 7 rings before my voicemail box picks up. He did attach his resume, which includes credits at places, I'm not sure, radio stations, the Frankie V radio and TV show, 1981 to present. New York, California, North Carolina, Florida, New Jersey. He's currently a marketing director for a metal company in New York. He's also taught at various schools on the West and East Coast and at the Barbizoni School of Acting and Modeling and Broadcasting in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, well, yeah, that's where, of course, Sir John Gielgud.
Or is that Barbizon? That sounds actually
Barbizon?
Barbizon.
Barbizon.
It's Barbizon.
Oh, my God, that's why it sounds familiar. Barbizon.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
the joke in all those jokes. Barbizon.
Maybe it is a joke. He's got jokes. He's got a lot. He's got a lot to say. So as you get into Frankie V's resume and tape, this is what he proposes and what he puts forth as his opening segment to one of his shows.
All right, is there an opening for this or no?
Yeah, this is the intro. It has an open at the beginning, and then
No, is there an opening
no.
for my consultant segment?
Oh, no, we do not.
Okay, very good. You kept joshing around back there. I didn't know what you were doing. All right, so you were asking me to listen to this man's tape. There are no red flags so far. The idea that I'll do it, I'll buy the time means that he has something that he wants to say. This isn't someone who just wants to be on the radio.
Correct.
They have something to say that they need to be heard. And 1981 means he's old. So
He's been doing this for a while, sure.
Yeah, all right.
Feel the same way? Get too much sleep?
Hey, Frankie.
Yeah, get too much sleep sometimes when you go.
But his name is Frankie, so he's got a song that says his name. It's good already.
Hey, you get too much sleep in there. Hey, Frankie, shut up. I'm on the radio. That's from a song called Frankie Sings.
Feel the same way? Get too much sleep?
Hey, Frankie.
Yeah, get too much sleep sometimes when you go into work and you feel all groggy and your body feels like it's dead in the water.
I mean, who can't relate to that? We're all getting too much sleep.
Yeah.
Remember when you get too much sleep and you don't have a job?
He's
and you're
connecting to the audience immediately here. Again, this is the intro. Obviously, it's the intro music, so this is how the show starts.
So he knows how to time it out.
Yes.
Feels like this silly putty all over parts of your body, and you can't get around it. And then you're praying and hoping you get through your workload and everything else, and then you go to sleep again. Then you gotta go to sleep again. Then you wake up and you pray. You didn't get too much sleep because you don't want to feel lousy when you wake up. Yeah, it's all psychotic in reverse psychology.
I was walking down the street one day when I looked up, I saw the Frankie.
All the doctors now are saying it's not supposed to be 1 cup of caffeinated coffee. It's supposed to be just 2 or 3, maybe 3. Yes, and then you get the...
So he says his statement, and then he pulls it up.
Frankie.
Yeah, he's like, it's like jazz. It's like good jazz.
Yeah, he's just bebopping and scatting along with the music, hitting post, sticking and moving.
He kind of got rid of the post idea here.
Just 2 or 3, maybe 3. Yes, and then you get the...
She was singing before.
Yeah, but enough with that broad. I got more to say.
You feel like a big bowl of jelly. They say have a cup of coffee, 2 cup of coffee, 3 cup of coffee. Frankie, that's right.
Silly putty, Frankie, shut up.
You got too much sleep, so you don't get enough sleep next night. Oh.
Alzheimer's and the Parkinson's disease to go down, and you never have to worry about dying at all, because you're going to be alive forever, and ever and ever and ever, alongside me doing this show here at
It sounds like he's standing in front of a mirror with his junk put under his legs. Like standing over a dead body.
This isn't Q Lazarus. This isn't the Goodbye Horses. This is a Frankie song, and he's doing an intro to a show.
It sounds like a man pacing to a tied-up woman.
No.
Pacing before a tied-up woman.
That's not the vibe. I disagree.
I've been watching too many body cam videos, but it seems like this guy's got like a harem chained to the bed. It's Frankie. It's just that he's riding the screams. Ah! That's what they say. Have 3 cups. Ah! Okay, 4. Ah! Yeah.
Hey, get back under there, you.
Yeah, quit popping your head out, see?
Forget about the current war with Iran and the United States, because they're going to kill each other off, half of it. So it's going to be half the country that's going to be left at about 82 million people left in the country.
He's done the math.
Yes, yeah. There's 79, 82. There's 160 million people in the country. Yeah, close enough.
It's Frankie. We're all going to die. Frankie, so you shouldn't feel guilty about nothing. You know, because we're going to die.
You're trying to make fun, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. He's like, you don't have to worry about no morals.
You can't out absurd Frankie.
And everybody else who was fighting and warring and saying, go ahead and fight or be dead and gone. That's nice to know. Yes, how are you thinking about going or staying for the rest of your life? Are you going to be in trouble? Are you going to be happy and healthy? And are you going to be like looking for 85 to about 422 years of age? All right here on the Frankie V Radio Show. We cut the music there because we got to bring the music in. And the music is paramount here on the Frankie V Radio Show. The radio show. Ba-ba-da-ba, blood, sweat, and tears. Goes up, must come down.
Well, Frankie's got it. It's a fun intro about how we're all going to die.
He might need a silent mouse. I hear a lot of clicking in the background.
Oh, no, that's just his revolver as he just spins it and then clicks it and then puts it to his head and prays that it's in the chamber.
Now, Frankie is not just an on-air personality. He's capable of cutting his own promos. This almost sounds like something that happened as a result of a conversation with a program director of his, but it still serves as a promo for the Frankie V Show.
Well, the program director here.
You always want to start up with the
It's the Nick Gemelli School of Broadcasting.
Gemelli is a graduate of broadcasting school.
I know.
Well, the program director here, John at W. He said I, Frankie V, had to do the new promo for my own show. That could be a conspiracy in it all together, huh? All right, so it's a non-conspiracy.
Frankie, stay 50 feet away from the school. It's a little King of Comedy vibe. Hachi Machi. Frankie V, capable of I'll just like to submit this into evidence for whatever crime's happening within a 20-mile radius. Just taking the time to submit it. He'll buy time, you say, some of the Beasley's Ears beer cup.
You volunteer, he'll buy time, or you can pay him. He drives a hard bargain.
Oh, Frankie, I'll just pay you.
That could be a conspiracy in it all together, huh? All right, so it's a non-conspiracy and conspiracy comments in between songs here at the new Frankie V Radio Show, which is on Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. at W 92.1 FM Radio.
Kind of works.
Whoa. And here's Earth, Wind, Fire. And Frankie V plays all the new Earth, Wind, Fire.
Now, what is Frankie V Show about? It's about the music. We know that. It's also about conspiracies. Now, he mentioned that him being forced to cut his own promo could be a conspiracy in and of itself. Why did he mention conspiracy? Because Frankie V likes to talk about conspiracies.
Well, Eric Clapton looking good these days.
Eric Clapton. Oh, yeah, Eric Clapton.
Well, Eric Clapton looking good these days. He's got his hair cut and he seems to have his nostrils all straightened out and his sinus is all cleared up. I wonder who got to you there, Eric. Was it the Illuminati or the New World Order? And put money in your pocket at the same time.
Yeah, we can all see the lizard skin under those perfect nostrils.
Somebody got to him to cut his hair and stop doing cocaine.
No, someone, I'll tell you this. Bernard Getz is wearing his face, and he's posing as Eric Clapton.
Sandpipers. Saturday morning. All right, go ahead and do your thing. That's what I'm not on here.
I don't even understand what he's saying. Okay. Do you think Frankie picks his own music?
Oh, well, he mentions his music selection in this next clip. It's an issue.
And now's the time to begin.
Hey, you're doing it too. You're a bit illegal here too. Yes, Dr. Hook. Lay her body out on the ground and I'll love you a little bit more. What? What? Everybody listening to these lyrics, you should be contacting me right now. We should round them all up and get them into jail or something like that. What do you mean something like that? It's got to be jail, nothing else. Well, we can't take away their mortgage title. We can't take away their, put more debt into their Experian thing, which has never worked for me. I can't get that Experian thing to work for me. Trying to get a boost up on my credit. I've been paying all my bills for 46 years in a row, and all of a sudden they got me down to 617. Although a dealership lately, yes, gave me a car. I don't even know how that happened. All right, Madonna, do your thing.
And here's Borderline hit the post again.
He did. Spot on.
Oh, yeah, when you're just
hit
rambling.
He hit the post, didn't he?
Yeah, when you're just vomiting up words, it's easy just to cut the stream off.
How did he slow himself down to do that? That's
you just
impressive.
go through your email as I Experian. I don't know how this works. I'm down to 617. I pay all my bills. I can get unlimited access to another website here. And look at this, the QuickBooks. I got. What do I need a QuickBook for? I want a long book. Madonna, do it.
It's like alone this Thanksgiving, have your alcoholic uncle.
Well, and all of a sudden they got me down to 617. Although a dealership lately, yes, gave me a car. I don't even know how that happened. All right, Madonna, do your thing.
All right. Frankie's heard Borderline before, right?
There's no chili guy.
That's right. We found a long-lost relative of Frankie. What is that, chili guy?
Newbies.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. And finally.
Maybe this might be the music one where he mentions the music, I think, Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy in the making. It's what's your name? You shouldn't be asking about the little girl that seemed to be doing the Beatles thing, and Jerry Seinfeld coming apart and asking Paul, what do you mean by 16 there? I mean, should have been put in jail, Paul McCartney. Just forget about the marijuana thing and all that. That's just crazy. Yes, it's the Frankie B radio show. I got my own little conspiracy going on.
Isn't it funny that he's so interested in hitting the post, but yet he'll talk over the whole second half of a song?
Well, he'll hit the initial post, but that other stuff isn't as important as what he has to say.
Okay, I understand.
This is a demo, Fred. He's showing you what he can do. Let him cook.
Most demos should just bring up pedophilia in general. It's a real attention grabber.
Well, what's better than in general? Getting specific. Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, Dr. Hook.
He seems to have a lot of pedophilia on his mind.
And everyone belongs in jail.
Perhaps only one person belongs in jail, Frankie.
Just forget about the marijuana thing and all that. That's just crazy. Yes, it's the Frankie B radio show. I got my own little conspiracy going on. Nobody is contacting me over. I need new songs. Guys. So you got to contact me at runtvradio@gmail.com and give me new songs.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
He's very interested in hitting that opening post, and then just talking all over the song after that.
But I don't blame him. Where else do you get music these days? And the songs have to be sent to you. Otherwise, how do you find music?
I think he
on a computer
wants the virtual touch of a human. I just think he wants to know someone else is out there. And so it's just Frankie V at Gmail? How the hell are we supposed to get to Frankie? Is it just Frankie V at Gmail? Because there's no way that's his email address.
He's got a phone number here. He does have a couple of emails. And
is one at Gmail?
There are two at Gmail, but neither one of them are Frankie.
No, I'm just going to think you don't get Frankie V, with Frankie V being a very popular name.
No.
With Grease and all. All right. Well, he's a disturbing individual. We sometimes don't play air checks because don't want to make someone feel bad that the only thing they're trying to do is get a job in radio. No, Frankie's...
Nothing we're going to do is going to affect Frankie's feelings.
No, Frankie's...
he's fine.
Frankie's going to get a job in radio no matter what anyone does.
Right.
Frankie's got a job in broadcasting. All right. We will be back in just a moment. Danny Roach is going to join us.
Toucher and Hardy.
Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. Dan Roach, of course, works for WBZ Television. Hello, Danny.
Hello, guys. Morning. How we doing?
Good. You sound. How was the Cape?
Oh, it was awesome. I was just, coming off vacation, starting back today. It was just exactly what I needed. Had a blast. Did the same thing every day, pretty much for a week or so, and loved it. Loved
What'd
every
you
minute
do
of it.
every day?
Woke up at 5:30, went for a walk. We'll listen to you guys, for the first half hour or so, and then go back and take a shower, go down to the pool, and hang out at the pool for about 4 to 5 hours.
You would take a shower before you went to the pool?
Yeah, because I was sweating from walking for an hour. So it was kind of my way to get back and shave and everything, and then went and would have lunch at the pool, then come back, maybe take a little nap, and then go have some a light dinner. And then go to pick a Cape League game to go to. Went to 5 different Cape League games over the course of the 7 days. And the All-Star game was rained out, unfortunately, in our broadcast on Saturday night. But other than that, it was pretty much the same every single day. It was just tremendous.
What'd you do when you didn't have a Cape League game to go to?
It was just one night, so we were fine. It was like one of the first nights we were there. So we just kind of walked around downtown Chatham and, hung out a little bit. Then I came back and I think watched the Home Run Derby that night. So it was good. It was great.
You shave every day while you're on vacation?
Yes. Yep.
It's a little weird.
Oh, it's my routine. I like it.
Okay.
It's what gets me going. I enjoyed it. Now I'm ready to go with the Pats, the Red Sox.
Well, they say
been fun.
Like war prisoners shave every day too, and it's just kind of to keep that routine.
Well, just to have something to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, just to keep some sort of normalcy. Do you and your wife hold hands during the games? Like, is it that romantic for you?
No, Pam likes to people watch, and we had friends that we met 3 times, I think, for different games, and she would be chatting away or whatever. My daughter came down with her husband a couple times, so they would chat and everything else. I got rosters for both teams, and I'm just kind of watching and observing as I go about. So I had a buddy of mine with me for a couple of games too, just watching and observing and seeing, which kids might have a possibility to play in the bigs one day. So it was great. It's great. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Saw a lot of good players down there.
Can I ask you?
It was fun to watch.
Can I ask you something? I'm not even sure how to phrase this, Dan. But what is the dynamic like with your daughter and being around her husband now? Because it's not the same as when your daughter is there with a friend. Because you still have that attachment to her. You know that your bond with her is more important than anyone else's that's just hanging around. Is it weird that she is now there with somebody who is seemingly bigger in her life than you?
No, not at all. It's very easy. Her husband Frank is a really good guy, and he's kind of just I get along with him great, same way, and so it's not at all. My daughter and I still have our little conversations, little chats, and everything else too. So,
do you find yourself putting Frank down a lot?
Yeah,
in casual conversation to kind of let her know you're the alpha.
Right, Tori, he's not as good as me. Things like that.
Well, you can't be that obvious with it, but you're like, look at the size of this guy's feet. Woof.
Yeah.
He's no, it's been very seamless. It really has. It's cool. And he's a coach too, so we have a lot to talk about. He coaches football now at Belmont Hill, so we have a lot in common and everything else. So we're always chatting, always talking about sports, life. We went golfing. Him and I went golfing with Michael Hurley's dad. And another friend of his one of the days, so that was nice.
Yeah, it's Tony Dow's cousin.
Yeah, so it was great.
That's Wally from the Beaver.
I get it. Michael Hurley, though, you guys, Hurls. So
yes, he works here.
Yes,
we're aware of him,
but no one calls him Hurls.
Yep, his dad Steve put us to shame. They were great. The guy that he was playing with shot a 76. It was incredible.
Do you know?
Well, you
Steve?
had a good round going once. The one time I played with you, I don't know what happened. It kind of fell apart. But...
I don't either, Hardy. I don't want to bring it up.
All right.
Scar.
Okay. All right. So you're back from the Cape. That was like a magical trip. You love it there.
Yep.
Yeah. You have a lot of friends, and you stay at the Chatham Inn.
Yes.
And that's do you have a deal that you work out with them?
No, we've been staying. Pam and I have been staying there for about 20 years now. So we pretty much book it right as we leave for the next year and everything else too. So it's kind of our place. Look forward to it and. You can get ready for it all year long. Save up and go.
It ain't cheap.
No.
Oh, it's my therapy, Fred,
Right. then that's why you live in this shell of a man who's this happy.
I love it. I love my life. I had a great summer.
I talk to Danny
It's
all
been
the
awesome.
time. I talked to Danny when he was on his vacation.
Yeah, congrats to Milo. That's pretty awesome. Amazing. Great
Oh,
program.
Thank you. I put something on Instagram that was written about him in a magazine, and I just got a text when he woke up, not today, yesterday, saying, "Take it down now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, Mr. Stallone.
Right.
And so I called him, and I'm like, what? And he goes, it's too self-aggrandizing, and he did say aggrandizing.
Oh.
So it took me a couple minutes to catch my heart. And I said, I get that, but you understand it's not you putting it up, and I didn't write it. It's someone else wrote it.
Right.
And I want this up, but I took it down.
Oh.
Because I'm like, I want it up.
Well, to put it up, it's like you're a proud dad. What's wrong with that?
Seriously.
I don't know. And he goes, you're a public figure, and then I can't argue with that. But it's like,
Yeah,
no
so
one's...
My kids have had stuff written about them in articles in the newspaper and things like that.
Well,
It's
you
like-
put up stuff for their birthdays and stuff. My daughter loves it. My daughter loves when we put pictures up. She like poses for them and stuff. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna put pictures of us at this concert?" And I'm like, "Sure." They do well, and the station gets excited. And plus, I'm proud of you, so I'll put you up. But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, he's so too cool now. He finally achieved something, and I want to brag about it a little bit, and he won't even let me put it up. I actually was annoyed. I was actually like, "Dude, come on."
Yes. Right.
You know,
If
if
you were ever going to do this, now would be the time.
Yes, exactly. You get very few moments, and it's not you, Fred,
Serious.
saying it. It's a story about
Right.
him, and it's like be proud. And then one day he'll look back on it and say that was really cool. It was nice of my dad to do that and everything else. He was so proud of me. You know, we hear so many kids nowadays. Their parents don't say anything to them about what they do and stuff like that. Then yeah, why not?
So-
I would keep it. Put it back up, Fred.
There's nothing insane about me. So, it was raining. I'm in the house, and he just told me to take that post down. So I start scrolling through our texts over the years. And I see, like, there's major events in baseball that I had to talk him through.
Yeah.
And I found them. And I just sat
Tell
there
him
and I
you'll
went,
post those instead.
No.
It's his
no,
choice.
no. I was just like, you know what, Fred? You were there for the kid. You deserve to put this post up.
Yeah.
But no. I just sat there like a psycho, scrolling through. And I'm like, I remember when he thought he was hurt. To get there and like, I'm quitting.
Right.
No. All right. Danny, you got to be on cloud nine with these Red Sox.
It's been a joy to watch. It's been really cool after watching what we watched the first month and a half or 2 months of just bad baseball to see what they're doing and the run that they're on. We all know that it's going to end at some point, but it's very cool to watch. I think to watch Chad Tracy, kind of come into a tough situation, do what he did, and the cool thing is his dad did it in 2009 with the Colorado Rockies. They were 10 games under 500. They fired Clint Hurdle, and he turned them around and got them into the postseason, and they finished 90-72. But the big thing I see is like most of these teams that go on these runs, it's hard to win in the win a World Series. You know what I mean? It's more so just getting back to where they are and then getting into the playoffs. I think that's kind of the goal.
I mean, if you wanted to macro it out and take kind of the fun out of it, yes. If it's required 14-game winning streak to get around 500, that's exhausting. It's like, because then you still got to go.
Then there are 60 games left.
Seven of the next seven of every 10 remaining games. It's you figure you win 14 in a row, you can take the foot off the gas for a while and kind of coast and go 500 for a couple weeks, and you'll be okay. But you can't because it's still a battle. And, you're still jostling for position.
All these playoff teams, you're battling 5 or 6 others for the spot you just got.
No,
and what you hope to get is guys back, right? That's what you hope is Crochet and Anthony and Meyer. Those guys get back and play.
Do you want
well.
Meyer back? Because you have something really good going, and Meyer didn't play well, and this has all happened without him. Just Meyer in general. Would you play him if he comes back?
I'd start him in
regularly?
AAA. I'd start him and see what he did in Worcester, and kind of get him back in that right mentality, and then just see where you're at with all these guys that are coming in and playing way above anything they've done before, like Siegler, and just see, like you said, Fred, you're going to have to, at some point, it's going to level out. Maybe that's when you reinforce it. Maybe that's this year. Maybe Craig Breslow does go out indeed and make a big move or two at the trade deadline and boost them that way too. So this is kind of, to me, it's set up for them, the front office and the injured players, to come help out to get them over the hump like you were just saying about it's awfully hard to get back to 500 when you're that far below. Maybe this is the difference maker that gets them where they want to be. So there's a lot going on. It's interesting, fellas. You go back to like mid-June or at some point in June, ownership kind of, from what I understand, put out a message to the organization saying, is kind of when the driveline people left, is let's focus less on exit velocity and bat velocity and things like that, fastball velocity. Let's focus more on learning how to win and learning how to compete and playing to win and playing to compete a little bit more. So maybe there was a shift in philosophy change that came about that maybe did everybody good. And that's part of this whole equation, too, as for the organization getting going in the right direction.
That's
again.
a very surprising self-scout by this organization who was all in on Driveline. As a matter of fact, isn't their hitting coach a former Driveline employee? I mean, it just seems to me like this would go against all philosophies that they stuck with for 3 months, but you're telling me there's been a sea change.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's a lesson learned, John, right? It takes a lot sometimes to say, what are we doing? What are we doing wrong here? It's not working because, we all said, I said it too when Cora got fired, that it's all on Craig Breslow now. And maybe ownership came in too and said, let's kind of meet and get together on this. What do we need to do to get back to being the team that we want to have? And that's a fighting team, a team that, is playing to win and doing the things that you need to do to win, as opposed to, hey, what was the guy's exit velocity on that ball? And, what was the measurement of the pitcher's breaking ball and things like that, as opposed to what do we need to do to win a ball game today? I think maybe that sense of urgency came about that way.
Well, yeah, and I want to give them credit because this is an incredible run that they're on right now. But some of the credit goes to, I think, just doing less. It's not like they, did a complete pivot and started doing a bunch of work in the other direction. It sounds like maybe they just dialed things back a little bit. And as you said, just kind of started trying to win baseball games.
Tracy's managing his roster the way he needs to, bunting runners over and over.
They're playing. They know that runs are at a premium and that they've had pretty good pitching, and they're playing baseball, which is against the mathematic formula in the way that they wanted to play. And I hope it is a lesson, Dan, that there are human beings that are. Are a team and need and have certain strengths and weaknesses, and you can't math them and will them into existence that way and mold them into what you want in a season's time. You got to kind of play with what you got, and maybe this is like an absurd lesson for them. Like, it just is so absurd winning 14 in a row. But like, wow, if we're playing for a run in this situation, right? Instead of trying to hit a 3-run home run, we're moving guys around. We're like sacrificing. We're taking the bat out of the guy's hands occasionally, and we're scoring runs. And look, because our pitching's been really good, and so 3-4 runs, that's what run could be the difference in the game. And voila, you win 14 in a row.
Well, and it's kind of what I go back to with, when watching the Cape League kids play. It's the joy of baseball, right? It's kind of what you want the players to have. And Fred, you talk about this all the time. It's just like to watch your son go out and perform and do well. That's where the joy comes from it for him and for everybody involved as a team. That's kind of what maybe that got lost in this whole what's going on with the driveline methodology and everything involved with it. And Chad Tracy might have just come in and said, guys, just go out and play the game. It's a game. Remember that at the end of the day, to go out there, have fun and help out each other and play for each other. Maybe that's just kind of a way of refreshingly saying, hey, it's baseball. It's not like enough with the numbers and the analytics, which I believe still have a good part, and you can learn from them and it can help you and everything in what your craft is. But at some point, you just got to say, don't think, play, right? Just go play the game. And we're starting to see that, and we have seen that with this baseball team.
Well, there's no way the guys don't know the exit velocity on every ball they've hit, at least by the time they get back to the dugout.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no way they're not looking
It's like up on the scoreboard these days after you hit it.
Yeah. Milo had a game in Alabama that had, listen to this. This is, and we'll end with this because this is how good it is. It had the spin rate of every pitch, the miles per hour of every pitch, the exit velocity of every batted ball, and the distance that it went in the air. It did not contain a score or balls and strikes. I swear to God, it was one screen and it had those 4 things. It did not have the score or outs or anything in the game. Nothing in the game was of any importance except the pitch's spin rate, which I don't even understand. I know more is better, but spin rate in velocity and then exit velocity. And I was hoping Milo didn't know that they were showing the miles per hour on every pitch. But then because it was behind him, but then after the game, he's like, yeah, I saw. All right. Well, very good, Danny. That's where we're at. And that's not going away because it is, if you're a player, I mean, it is a fun measurement to see. And they want you to try to kill it in drive lines. So I guess that's where we're at. All right, Danny. Thank you so much. WBZ TV. He's back. Dan Roach, appreciate it.
Thank you, fellas, and I'll be at training camp starting on Friday every single day, all the way through camp and exhibition games and everything else. So looking forward to that, too. It's great.
All right. Danny never takes a day off except for when he goes to Chatham. Thank you, Danny.
See you, fellas. Nice to talk to you.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Here are the headlines. Adolfo will be in the skies, flying his way up to Boston, Massachusetts from Dallas. The flights have been booked. The hotel is set. Adolfo will probably be in here Friday morning for a while. Knowing Adolfo, he'll probably be here at 5:45. But Adolfo, I would imagine, will be in here tomorrow. And then, or on Friday, rather. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't know why this week seems to be going longer than most. Perhaps it's the inability to sleep that's finally kicking in.
Yeah, I screwed up my sleep schedule a couple of days ago, so I dumb and dangerous, but I took an Advil PM last night.
Oh boy!
At about 8:30.
Oh God!
And for some reason, it didn't hit right away. I thought it would knock me out by about 9:15. Instead, I was up till about 10:15, and I was sleeping like the dead. When that alarm went off this morning, I didn't know what to do.
Your body's probably still churning out that active ingredient in Advil PM that makes you sleep, whatever that is.
You laugh.
Whatever's in Benadryl.
My daughter is just like me. When she flew to London a couple of weeks ago, she was worried about not being able to sleep on the plane. I said, "Look, you're a chip off the old block. Take one Advil PM right when you get on the plane. You'll be asleep before you reach altitude."
Why one? Why not taking the recommended 2?
It's too much.
Is it diphenhydramine hydrochloride?
Nailed it.
Yeah. The caplets have more than the liquid gels, by the way, of the active sleep ingredient.
Is that right?
Yeah, 38 to 25.
Okay.
So be really careful if you have the caplets.
I do have the caplets.
They recommended 2. And that's what you take. You don't take the liquid gels?
No, I take one.
You ever grind it up and snort it?
Yeah. How are you supposed to take it? Either that or a suppository. I do it both ways.
It won't work as a suppository.
That's real talent.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like putting a sandwich up there. You're not going to digest it.
Or a fart monitor.
Yeah, but you might lose that.
He found that. He found it. He's got it. You still got it, Nicholas?
I still have it.
Okay.
Dynamite drop in. Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.
Listen, if you took 3 pills, you might wake up with mild muscle weakness.
I'm not. I won't even mess with it.
Is your mouth dry, or is it feeling normal liquidity?
Not normal.
All right, very good. Is it moist? Because you don't want dry mouth.
Some people don't like that word, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Which I think is silly. Moist. Is a perfectly fine word.
I don't like fridge. And then Adam jumped up and down about some video he put up about buying a small refrigerator, and he wrote fridge and might have said fridge 1,000 times in the 10 seconds I watched it. I wanted to get a fridge, but the fridge was out. You're a grown man, refrigerator.
Damn it, that's the content we're missing out on in this show now.
Yeah, he made a mistake and bought a small refrigerator. Well, I guess you're stuck with it. Because what else are you going to do? So
get another one?
No, that ain't happening.
That's it.
No. I mean, you could try to grease some charity to give you one, but other than that, you're stuck with that small refrigerator.
You're right, though. This is a long week. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just never ending. And the good news is we have a party Friday night, so you can get involved in that. You can go to 985thesportshub.com/party. We'll be at the Memoir at the Encore. Adolfo and Nick's 40th birthday party. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're listening to Toucher and Hood.
We are Toucher and Hardy. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube, and you can watch all the immeasurable content that we put out, which is just always exciting. Adolfo is coming to town for the party on Friday. He's coming tomorrow. And Ryan looked for flights in the great Frontier Airlines, who their website is like a fever dream of pop-up ads and just crap. They have a flight that leaves at 8:14 on Thursday and gets it, or I guess tonight, and gets it at 9:09 a.m. tomorrow.
Well,
it's 11 hours.
It's that 6-hour layover in MCO.
That's Orlando.
Okay.
Well, there's a Southwest flight where you just have to go to Orlando and then St. Louis. And you make it back. You do it in 6 hours and 35 minutes, so there's no way you're missing a connection. I mean, 2 connections with... so the nonstop flight's 3 hours and 46 minutes. So in just 2 additional hours, or 3 hours and 46 minutes, so an additional 3 hours, you can connect through Orlando and St. Louis. What could go wrong? I mean, it seems like your layover would be you'd be giving yourself about, if you were in the front row, you could get off when you landed and maybe make it by boarding if you landed on time, and they taxied to the gate right away. Like, if you're playing with less than an hour in a connection, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And then it's not even worth it, because everything that happens on the flight going to the airport is especially if you're going out to somewhere remote, like that's not a huge airport, you're just screwed. Like, because every mistake, every drop of rain, every dashboard thing that goes off in the plane for them, all that crap, you're just like, all right, well, I can't afford anything, and now it just happened, so now I'm screwed. And then you call the airline and you go, when's your next flight from, Atlanta to Knoxville? And they'll be like, you can get on in 2 days. So, and that's out of Atlanta. And tell St. Louis, I don't even know what's going on there. You fly through Atlanta to Detroit on Delta, you're probably okay, because those are 2 big hubs. But, at your own risk, everything else.
Okay, we're getting the actual flight information now. This is not...
Is it the 5 a.m. through Columbus or whatever it is tomorrow?
Adolfo wants to sit in the pre-show meeting on Friday.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
All right.
Who's giving you the information?
Nick put this in here. It's like the periodic table.
He put it into Slack?
Yeah.
How did he get the flights?
It looks like, Ryan told me there's 2 layovers. It looks like a direct.
I was looking at the wrong flight. This one, it looks like that Adolfo's on is direct.
Yeah, it's a direct flight. It's 7 to noon. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a direct flight, and it wasn't cheap.
How about that?
Jeffrey Glassman, thank you.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Although I'm never going to get paid.
Now, here's the fun part. When do you think he goes back to Dallas? We know he's leaving on Saturday because he's got the hotel for Thursday night and Friday night. When do you think he departs Boston on Saturday?
Well, savvy traveler would leave very early, so there's less chance of something going wrong.
Well, but he's going to be at a birthday party.
I'm kidding. I'm guessing that the flight's at like 9 a.m.
Correct. So he's got to be up and out of that hotel 7 a.m. latest.
To get there on time, make sure you get through security.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's it to him if he misses it, though?
That's a good point.
Yeah, like, why would he care about
Yeah,
missing
you're
it?
right.
He's got nowhere he's got to go. He's just going back to Dallas. He doesn't care about how many...
Well, he's going to care if he has to pay for a different flight or if there's a flight change.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that would be like cost prohibitive. I think that the most you're paying is $50.
Get stuck on the next flight.
Yeah, just get bumped to the next flight. Like, it might not be direct, but you'll get home. It's funny, like my ex-wife's sister, like everything with her, like, when you have a flight and you just go on the flight, like that's how you live your life. I'd imagine you two do the same thing.
Yes.
You book the flight fairly well in advance if it's something you have to do. And then when it comes time for the flight, you go and you get on the plane. You pack the day before or something, and then you go to the plane.
Sure.
Her sister is one of these people, always maneuvering around, always on the app, always pushing things around and moving things around. Always talking about the flight and what flight and this flight. Just book a flight and get on the plane.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of very loose leaving date that I was never a big fan of.
Is she trying to save money, or is it just like a thrill to her to?
No, it's like a footloose and fancy free kind of lifestyle that like is, so like there was never a definitive time she was going to leave.
Maybe I'll leave at 11. Maybe I'll leave at 7.
Or maybe I'll leave in 2 days, and maybe I'll go up to Maine to my friend's house that I went to camp with when I was a kid.
Don't care for that.
Yeah,
I want to know when you're leaving.
Well, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I've been stuck with you for now 4 days. It's
Yeah.
time.
Even people that I
Yeah.
like, I want to know when they're leaving my house.
Yeah.
I don't like this open-ended travel situation. No, thank you.
All right,
I got things to do. It's time
the
for you to go.
station put a video of us talking about Jaron Duran, and there's a reason I bring it up because he got a tattoo under anesthesia, so which is something we need to discuss. But the first comment is from a guy with 220,000 followers, Paulo Antunes, and he is a Spanish language broadcaster, I think.
Okay.
For ESPN, and he said, this guy tried killing himself, then made himself vulnerable by telling his story. That is all true. That is, Jaron Duran did try to kill himself and then told the story. That's how we know.
Mm-hmm.
Which took tremendous courage. There's no question.
Mm-hmm.
Now he goes to the stadium and disgusting people tell him he should kill himself. Maybe he's a little sensitive to criticism, okay? Fair enough. Someone goes and tells you to kill yourself. I could absolutely be sensitive to that. If I'm the manager, I'm trying to say, try to, shut these things out. But the people that are yelling, go kill yourself are terrible. And they're trying to actively wind them up and make them feel bad. Maybe he's a little sensitive to criticism. Okay, I'm not saying he was right here. This is about Milliken right here. But have a little compassion. His life is a mental struggle. Sure, he's not playing well. Gets in his own head, but he tries his hardest on every play. I don't think there is anybody on the team that plays harder. Give the guy a break. Jesus. No wonder people hate Boston media. And the thing is, yes, he has had mental problems. And yes, he was a total dick to Tyler Milliken for no reason. And Tyler Milliken's whole life is based on the praise and worship of the Red Sox. And so my point is, if you tell the guy's boss that he's a mother effer and that you're going to kick his ass, and then when the kid comes up to you, you tell him to F off basically and get up and stomp away, that... No, it's not the Boston media. It was a douchey thing to do. Tyler Milliken posted about it. He's a public person. Duran's a public person. And there you go. If you have mental health struggles, those should be taken very seriously. Someone who's had them, I can tell you that. But it certainly doesn't give you a license to treat people like crap. Like, there has to be a lesson there. Like, yeah, if you treat someone like crap and it gets out, that's going to be looked upon poorly. Doesn't change brave, him being brave, talking about his, suicidal ideology, whatever it was.
Yes.
But, I mean, you can't, it's just like, that'd be like going around like, oh, this guy, he hit me in the face. It just came up to me and hit me in the face. Well, look, he's dealing with something, okay? Have a little compassion.
See, this goes back to almost every conversation we have about it, whether it's about Antonio Brown or whether, just pick somebody, right? Yes, they're dealing with stuff. Yes, they have issues. And then they do something, that you deem bad, which we did, the way, he's treated Tyler. Both things can be true. You can be dealing with something and maybe even be dealing with an illness of some kind, but you can also be an a-hole.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Yep.
You can, both things can coexist.
It doesn't mean get a pass on everything.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's
a horrible thing,
definitively in life, but in this case, doing that to Tyler, yeah, that was a dick thing to do.
And so, there's one thing, say he had announced that he was going through this, really bad depression, and then a month later he's in left field and he breaks down crying. To go on the air next day and make fun of him and rip him for crying would be cruel. It's a guy dealing with something, and he had a very a very public meltdown. And look, let the guy be. this is like really sad. Then there's, hey, you treated someone like crap. Like there, you see, there's a victim. It's not like you didn't commit a crime, but there's like someone who was treated poorly. You don't. It's not an excuse because you have depression doesn't mean you can walk around treating people like crap and there being no repercussions. I'm sorry. I mean, it's almost like you guys, not you, like people that say things like that, just are almost like looking at mental health like it's some like Fabergé egg that you know you need to like coddle and baby the person. No, it's the message is if you're feeling depressed and certainly if you're feeling on giving yourself self-harm, the first thing you need to do is let someone know, and then you go from there and you work on it from there. And there's medications and there's therapies and there's all those things, and it's very important that people know that and you destigmatize it. Absolutely, and that's all true, but you can't treat everyone like crap, you know, dismiss everyone, tell them that you're going to kick their ass. And then when someone goes, hey, you're a dick, go, whoa, 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 whoa. I have depression. Like, okay, yeah, but you can't run around saying you're going to kick people's asses. Do you understand? Like you can have your inner monologue all you want, but when you start outwardly, you know, ripping on people and threatening people, that's where there's an issue because now another person's involved. Now it's not just about you. It's weird. Like if Jaron Duran said that he at one point had suicidal thoughts and was depressed, like from now on his actions have like no repercussions. It's almost like patronizing to him. It's like this treating him like an infant. Like no, he's a grown man with still can do things that bother people, you know. He's still a human being. Like, yeah, it's almost like insulting to Duran. Like, guys, knock it off.
Right.
Sure, if it was anyone else on the team, like
nothing
they
but
would be a dick.
nothing but kid gloves.
Like, whoa, he could snap at any time. Like, all right, I don't know if that's helping anyone. He's a real live wire. Like, keep your hands off him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Like, if someone was treated, like, if you know, I'm being a dick right now, right? Like, so, like, someone posts like Fred's a dick, and then someone goes, "Don't say that. He went to rehab before." Like, you know, he's obviously got something going on. I'd be like, no, say. Like I want you to say these things. Like I don't know if everything I did was looked upon through a lens of careful with him. Like he's a real live wire. Like he might snap and like hurt himself. Like I don't want you thinking about like I never had the suicide thing, but I wouldn't want you thinking like that about me all the time. Like during the direct aftermath of like finding out about it, then yeah. But like, what was that, John? 2 years ago? I mean, more. Yeah, I mean, I think that the best thing you could do for someone at that point is like treat them like you treat anyone else. And the demand is that you treat people with a little bit of respect, and certainly don't tell their boss you're going to kick their ass. Anyway, he probably knows more than me, Jaron Duran, because he's a man of God. How do I know? He has the most realistic painting of the Last Supper you've ever seen. It takes up now his entire torso. The tattoo artist that did it is wonderful. He does, it looks like the painting. I mean,
very detailed. Yep.
Yeah, it's incredible. So congratulations to tattoo work. The reason I bring this up is not because if I was a girl and I took a guy's shirt off and he had the Last Supper staring at me while I was on top of him, I don't know how that would aid any kind of our relations.
Yeah, it's been brought up by a number of people.
Like I've been with a girl and been like, oh no, like that's a tattoo right there. Okay, then this is what we're dealing with. I mean, that does happen. I mean, I think tattoos are cool, and I think that they can be sexy, but it's like you put a tattoo in the wrong place of the wrong thing in the wrong color, or a bad tattoo, and you're like in the wrong place, and you're like, oh boy, eesh. Like, you know, this is. What is this telling me about what was going on in this person's life? But anyway, he had that done. But the thing is that they knocked him out for it. They took him to looks like a kind of hospital-like situation. He was in a gown. They put him face down on a table, or they put him up on a table. They knocked him out, and they did the required tattooing. Now, Duran put this up himself. And they did the required tattooing, which I imagine took hours and hours and hours. So the thing is this. is it still a tattoo if you've been knocked out? Is part of the purpose of the tattoo in the past the pain required to get it, the time required to get it? Just tattoos in particular, the needle going into the skin. We talked about Travis Barker earlier. Travis Barker has tattoos on top of tattoos. He's so into tattoos that he just likes the feeling of getting the tattoo. Is that part of the experience?
I don't have any tattoos. I would think it is probably part of it. And it's the tattoo to me has always been, there's like a story behind it. You know, the story of what is the tattoo? Where did you get it? How, you know, what was it like to get it? You know, it's all part of like one big narrative. And if part of the narrative is, I got this place, I don't remember any of it, that's not a great story.
But has it evolved over time? Is people getting extensive tattoos? Was that an option a while ago where it is an option now and therefore accepted?
Okay. So this is something that gets brought about in an article that said essentially this is just an evolving of the art form of the practice.
Okay.
You know, and again, there's all these questions about, okay, what is the facility like? Is it like a normal operating room where you're going to have somebody trained in all this stuff?
There's the safety aspect, but whatever. Put that on the side. It's just the theoretical.
The mentality that this is what one of the person who, not surprisingly, runs a shop in California where they offer
their shop. They want people to come in.
General anesthesia as part of their tattoo experience. The mentality when it comes to all this stuff is like, hey, you need to earn your tattoo if you can't sit through the pain. I've never felt that way. I've always felt that progression is good, and if you don't progress, you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, progression means that something is moving forward in a way that is making it better. I don't know if the world needed general anesthesia while being tattooed, and I think the reason this hasn't happened before is the tattoo community didn't want it, or you weren't allowed to do it. So they had general anesthesia and they had tattoos. They've had both of those for at least a century. So I'm getting the tattoo before that. I don't know about general anesthesia.
They had chocolate and peanut butter separately for a long time, Fred. And it took some brilliant minds at Reese's to finally put them together.
But it's like the same. To me, it's the same thing as calling the president about your 2-stroke penalty.
What?
It's a workaround. Everything's a workaround.
All right.
Nothing has to be earned. There's no shame.
How about the cost? All right. Again, same article. Back tattoo at this place. Do you know how much like a full back tattoo would cost?
No.
And I suppose that cost varies depending on how ornate and elaborate you want it to get. Between $10,000 and $15,000. General anesthesia.
I know. I have an idea of how if per 10 minutes, I can tell you what it costs.
$30,000 to $35,000.
Yep.
So just tack on another $20,000.
Because when they charge you at the dentist
More
for the
than
general
double.
anesthesia, it's by 10-minute increments, I believe. And so, like, the last procedure was 3 10-minute increments, and I think it cost me $2,000.
They've got a photo of 5 people doing the tattoo on a person while they're under general anesthesia.
My thing is this too, is that like if you aren't willing to take the time and sit through it, maybe you shouldn't get it. Maybe you don't want it enough. Like, is it the same having it if you haven't sat through it? Because no one's going to get knocked out to get a tattoo on their forearm. I mean, unless you're a huge pussy. Like, I mean, tattoos don't even hurt that much, but I imagine on your belly they hurt a lot.
Yeah, but your pain threshold due to the cold tub, it's different.
Good point.
Oh,
Very
that
good
is a
point.
good point.
Yes. Very good point.
I'm better than most. Okay, fair enough. Do what you got to do. You've convinced me. All you had to say was, I'm number one. And I can look down upon anyone. I'm serious, though. It's like just another workaround. Like, and workarounds have always happened. But there was some shame. Like, you wouldn't tell people you did the workaround. Like, 20 years ago, Jaron Duran would never post something about, like, look at how I cheated and got this stomach tattoo.
Yeah.
It would be like he wouldn't want anyone to know he did that to get the stomach tattoo. But there you go. So if you're interested in dating, I don't know his dating history or his situation right now, but if you're dating Jaron Duran and you're a fan of biblical art, look no further than his torso. For now, While you're pleasuring him, you could be staring up at the Last Supper.
Laying back, and the moment is about to commence. Here comes Jesus and all the apostles.
It's a religious experience for everybody.
No, as you mount him, you can look down and see a beautiful piece of art, of biblical art, right across his torso, an almost exact replica. The tattoo artist was fantastic, but the exact replica of the Last Supper. So if you've ever been sitting at home and seen the Last Supper and started like rubbing against the couch, this is for you. This guy's for you. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
You're listening to Touch Your...
Hey, our email segment is powered by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Don't just send an email. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com. This is a good one because someone referenced it this morning. I think Ryan did. Paul says, hey guys, on that last segment about Duran's tattoo, wondering what it would take for Fred to get the Last Supper Toscanos edition tattooed on his stomach. Or maybe for Wallach to look for his Celtic fandom and perhaps finally secure a dream job of a full-time Celtics broadcaster, but Drew Carter got the job, not John. Sincerely, Paul in Plymouth.
I mean, that across your back would actually be phenomenal.
Well, first of all, you'd never be able to see it because it would be covered in coarse man hair.
Yeah, but you just get that thing waxed every few
I'm
weeks.
getting lasered. I've been going to get it lasered.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then I might go hog wild with lasering. Who knows? But, really let it happen. But someone did make I take it's AI portrait of Bill Simmons' fantasy of a dinner at Toscano's, famous Toscano's, Boston original Toscano's, that I'd never heard of, but nonetheless. A private room, the two J's, minus the flunkies.
Yeah.
Plus Brad and Wick and, Chiz, all those guys.
Yep.
And then that's all it's going to take. No flunkies. Just talk. Man at Toscano's. If I need to be there, I can be there, he says.
Apps, drinks.
Sloppy steaks.
Yeah.
Making it happen. Slopping them around.
Slop them up.
Slopping them up.
Let's hammer this thing out.
Go to the beach, popping a champagne bottle.
When I asked him about the sides.
Poor Mr. Dren has me thinking about other things I'd like to have but don't feel like being conscious to earn. What kinds of things would you pay to be put asleep and wake up to all the benefits? Hardy, some distance off the tee. Wallach, would you be put to sleep to wake up with the ability to withstand even more weight during suffocation?
Oh, good call. I'd consider that, sure.
Fred, put to sleep to wake up having never seen the TT Boy documentary.
Oh, no. There's no TT Boy documentary. It's an interview show. He's writing his own history as we speak.
When have you put that down? That was a learning experience is what that was.
Yeah,
no, I didn't watch all of them.
It doesn't haunt you.
No.
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Scott Zitano says, God, your show is so annoying. Stop giving these morons a platform. Effing awful. And it's to me. So I don't know.
What about Frankie V?
Am I supposed to? Oh, he's saying Frankie V's a moron, giving these morons
all right.
a platform. I thought he was saying stop giving us a platform and we're the morons, but he sent it to me. So I should fire myself.
Frankie V was a big hit on the emails. Tim says, tell Rick to break out the checkbook. Frankie covered a lot in the opening segment, but my only feedback would be it's just not enough. Sometimes you need to drink 5, 6, 7 cups of coffee. Just depends on how big the body is that you got to move. The world is dying off, and I'm doing my best to whittle that number down. Okay, here's Boy George.
Yeah, there was a vibe on it, like none of our actions have consequences. We're all going to die another way anyway. How bad could it be to take a life? That's kind of what it sounded like to me. Borderline. when he hits the post to borderline is really the thing that made me laugh the hardest. It goes, he's babbling about life and death, the population of the earth, and then he...
Although a dealership lately, yes, gave me a car. I don't even know how that happened. All right, Madonna, do your thing.
And he's so proud of hitting the post, but he's gone. Nothing he said has made sense. It's all stream of consciousness, and it's all incredibly fragmented. But he does hit the post. There's a minute of inane rambling over a song, the lyrics of a song, the heart of the prior song. He plays "What's Your Name, Little Girl" by 38 Special, wherever the hell. It's probably called "What's Your Name," right? And so he plays that, and then he complains over the song about how he's saying "What's your name, little girl." He goes. This guy goes to the pedophile card very, very quickly. You know what? I'm just going to replay it.
And now's the time to begin. So
hey, you're doing it too. You're a bit illegal here too. Yes, Dr. Hook. Lay her body out on the ground and I'll love you a little bit more. What? Everybody listening to these lyrics, you should be contacting me right now. We should round them all up and get them into...
Okay, you're playing the song, Stevie V. You're the man who...
Anybody listening to this?
No. Well, no. But second of all, this is his tape to get a job in radio, and his complaining about the music that he's playing. I don't think he's under a strict corporate order to play the song that he's currently playing. I'm thinking that I'm going to take a wild guess and think he has the power on that show to play his own music. I don't know if there's a superior that's telling him what to do. I'm going to guess Stevie V. I mean, if the superior, I don't mean to put Stevie V on blast by letting everyone know he's looking for a new job. I don't want to jeopardize his current job.
Right.
As Undertaker.
Jail or something like that. What do you mean something like that? It's got to be jail, nothing else. Well, we can't take away their mortgage title. We can't take away their, put more debt into their Experian thing, which has never worked for me. I can't get that Experian thing to work for me. Trying to get a boost up on my credit. I've been paying all my bills for 46 years in a row, and all of a sudden they got me down to 617. Although a dealership lately, yes, gave me a car. I don't even know how that happened. All right, Madonna, do your thing.
What is he's down to? Oh, his credit rating.
His credit rating is down.
Yeah,
but you can't kill everyone off because they need to get into their Experian. By the way, stream of consciousness. Here's my Experian credit report. Don't know how to get it back up. Paying bills. They gave me a car. Madonna.
But he does hit that post.
Frankie V.
I love that he needs to hit the post. And
Hi, Frankie V.
Frankie V.
So it's a non-conspiracy and conspiracy comments in between songs.
Yeah, It's a good show. Maybe you guys have already talked this out. Apologies if you did. A mermaid's kiss happens after you make a drop. Now, once again, this goes back to the idea of lily padding in the toilet where you lay the toilet paper down, prevents the splashback. Mermaid's kiss happens after you make a drop. The kiss of Poseidon can be when you go to the bathroom in a commercial building, one where the water pressure is so great, when you flush it, it splashes back up. You get a splash. If the pressure is high enough, it's more violent sounding flush too. Maybe that's called the kiss of Poseidon. What I think they're doing here is they're mixing up a couple of different things. In a commercial building, sometimes when the eye is triggered, when you're still sitting there, that is known as Hydra's revenge. Oh. Now, I've come up with this on my own, but I hope it takes off.
Hydra's revenge?
Also known as releasing the Kraken.
Is there really a mythical creature named Hydra?
Sure.
There is. Sure.
Hydra's revenge is when
the Kraken we all know of from Clash of the Titans.
Well, we all know Kraken. It doesn't even need to be explained.
Yes.
All right. Well, very good. We are leaving behind a wonderful lexicon that maybe someone will finally make a proper dictionary, including the kiss of Poseidon.
Finally, not Gary Tanguay, after the whole drama this morning of Nick's missing fart monitor. because this he misplaced it early on, but he did manage to find it. Open. We fade from a black dewy morning in the Beasley Media Studios men's room. Nick is frantically searching through the garbage can looking for the missing monitor. Dr. Ricky Suarez, an expert in flatulence and stepbrother to Rocky, is panicking outside the restroom because he knows now that that wasn't a fart monitor at all. It was a mind control device. End scene. Rocky Suarez walks backwards through the middle of a junkyard, leaving a trail of Hostess cupcakes for zombie Nicholas to follow. A team of scientists hides around the corner, waiting to trap the stinky Frankenstein. All of humanity's sense of smell hangs in the balance. With love and respect, Care Bear. Out.
No, he ends them all with love and respect. All right, there you go. Nick is wearing his fart monitor. He found it. The only people I feel sorry for are the people that would find the fart monitor on the chair and then pick it up, because then you're essentially touching what has been touching his ass for days. Like, you're basically just have your hand on his ass for like a long period of time. It's pretty gross. That's right, Frankie D. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Here are the headlines.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox. We get emails time to time. I bet you guys get them too, from Bet Online, and a whole host of props now for LeBron James. LeBron James's next team, Miami Heat, posted a accidental LeBron James press conference link, which they quickly took down. They said it's a mistake, but nonetheless, Miami is now the favorite at minus 300. Cleveland plus 250, Golden State plus 600, Philadelphia plus 800 as of this morning. So,
all right,
just on those numbers, I would probably probably place something on Golden State and Cleveland.
Yes, and
I don't think Miami has it locked up.
I don't either. And there are other props, Fred, you'd enjoy. Will ESPN Fonzie break the news before LeBron announces?
Soft food mundo.
Oh, old Fonzie.
Yeah.
No, minus 400.
How about the crossover between old Fonzie and Shams Fonzie? Does old Shams Fonzie only talk about old NBA players?
Willis Reed,
Chuck Nevitt. Hey, he's a throwing piece on the Vinnie Johnson trade.
None of these guys got anything on Pistol Pete Maravich. Oh.
Cusamundo.
Okay.
Bob Cousy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cusamundo.
Hey, shortcake. Havlicek.
Okay.
Nice.
Stole the ball.
Anything else on LeBron?
They're
sit
plenty.
on it.
All right,
We don't need all.
Sit on it,
It's
Dave
fine.
Bing.
Thank you. Rush is currently out on their world tour. Now, rumors that they will be booked into the Sphere.
That makes that's why the Sphere was created, was for a band like Rush.
So you remember a couple of weeks ago you asked me like what I listened to in high school. I wasn't listening to punk. I wasn't listening to hip hop, and I ran off a couple of bands. I totally forgot about Rush. I was big into Rush when I was in high school, and the albums that not only their old albums, but the ones they were putting out when I was in high school. Really
like
good ones, like
bolo tie ones,
like Presto.
Hell yeah,
Hold Your Fire.
Presto's got rap in it. That's
Yeah.
when we talked to Geddy Lee about that. Is we talked about the rap in Roll the Bones.
How did he feel about it?
He was like, yeah, he's so rich. I mean, he was just like, he had a book of basses that he was releasing. This wasn't a long time ago. This is when we were in Dorchester. But I remember Geddy Lee because I was excited because I like Rush too. I mean, but I only like the hits. I don't really like, and I don't like the old stuff, like the super old stuff, like the proggy, like real proggy stuff, like 2112 and stuff. I can't.
The Trees.
Yeah.
Concept album.
Well, the making of Hemispheres is the album maybe right before 2112 is fascinating because it's so difficult to play. Like they made something that they wanted to be like as difficult as possible, which when you think about it is an interesting strategy to art. Like these guitar gods and stuff, It's like not what sounds the best or what is best at expressing myself. It's like what's literally the physically hardest to do.
Is it a good song? I don't know. It's just really hard to
Like,
play.
there's a million changes,
Right.
and like it's super hard to play. Yeah, but is it good? No. People aren't going to like it, nor do I necessarily. They hate playing it. Like, I hate playing this. I don't enjoy making it. No one's really going to like it. Rush Hemispheres.
So, of all the bands that have played the Sphere so far, U2, of course, has opened it up. Fish, Dead and Company, the Eagles, Backstreet Boys, No Doubt. Still can't figure out why they were there.
How many days was No Doubt there? Couldn't have been too many.
They've been playing a lot. Metallica has a huge run of shows. I was holding out for Tool to play the Sphere. I thought that would be a good way to. I'd go for Rush. I'd absolutely go for Rush.
Yeah, I don't know if Tool is big enough actually to do it. Maybe. I don't know.
If No Doubt is big enough, then Tool is big enough.
Fair enough. I just think No Doubt has more like casual fans that might be in Vegas than Tool does, but Rush certainly could do it. And I would see Rush there. If I was in Vegas, I would absolutely pay to see Rush there. And
I would make it my excuse to go to Vegas that time around. It's like, that's why I'm going.
You might not think this, and I'm a little surprised at myself, but you know who I find myself actively rooting for is the woman that is in place of Neil Peart, who's
Annika
passed away.
Niles.
Yeah.
I like find myself like, I watch them do Tom Sawyer, and like when she's like succeeding, I find myself like going, yeah,
she's killing
good
it.
for
She's
you,
doing really well.
because it's like such an impossible position to be in.
Yeah.
And you have like this sea of dorks, and I could be one of them. Sea of dorks like waiting for you to mess up, like, and especially like Tom Sawyer, where I could tell like if she does the fill wrong or something's
that
off.
didn't sound right.
Exactly, like because like everyone's super locked in because that's such a like a masturbatory drum song that like I found myself like, good for you, like and you could see Getty's pleased, Alex is pleased.
Yeah,
let them enjoy their lives.
Meanwhile, I mentioned that I saw the Odyssey a couple of days ago. It's excellent. Both Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway in their big round of media have been talking about concerts that they've attended. Both big concert goers and both big music lovers. They both listed their favorite albums. I don't even know the name of the album. I pulled it down. But Anne Hathaway's favorite album is by an Icelandic artist.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
And Matt Damon getting all kinds of cred for the shows that he's attended, but his favorite album is a U2 album. Guess which one?
War.
Joshua Tree.
Oh, there you go.
Fair enough. I don't like U2.
You don't like any U2 songs?
No, that's not fair. I mean, they've got a century of songs. Like, I'm sure there's songs
You're just
that I've
echoing
liked.
Henry Rollins now. These aren't even your thoughts.
I love Black Flag with Rollins. I put it on in my car all the time. Just go, give me My War, the real dirgy album. All right, that'll do it for us. Everyone have a great day. Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow. Toucher and Hardy on the Sports Hub.
This week at High Octane and Manchester Harley, buy any pre-owned Harley and get a $1,500 gift card. Finance specialists are on site to get you approved. Get a $1,500 gift card with the purchase of any pre-owned Harley at High Octane and Manchester Harley now through Sunday. Gift card cannot be used towards the purchase of a new Harley motorcycle.
A Metro Credit Union member on home equity.
With great rates and flexible options, we turned our house into home, really sweet home.
Home equity, shaped by members. Visit metrocu.org/home equity. NMLS 198524, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Stop chasing parts. New Power is a global distributor with access to allocated and hard-to-find inventory. We stock and source memory, CPUs, GPUs, semiconductors, and more, supporting some of the world's largest OEMs. With over $300 million in inventory, a $500 million credit facility, and locations worldwide, we support orders of any size. We keep parts moving because parts don't sleep. Visit newpowerww.com, and we're hiring. newpowerww.com.
Hey, it's Big Papi here. You know how important vision is, whether on the field or just living life. That's why I choose LASIK at Boston Vision. But if LASIK is not for you, check out other options such as implantable contact lens or clear lens exchange to get rid of the reading glasses. If you have dreamed of clear vision, get a free evaluation at Boston Vision and explore all of your options, not just LASIK. Trust the pro at Boston Vision.